Uus hooaeg.
Sellele
Call of Duty'l hakkas ka uus hooaeg. Hakkab, tähendab.
Sellel on vaja nüüd kindlasti reklaami teha. Summer Game Festivalini.
Nii, Tarmo, me oleme laivis.
Oleme laivis, jah? Laivis! Tere, rahvas! Härra Marko on pahane. Joppen puhhen kohe jesse.
Nii, kus on stuudio mood? Ei tea, Marko, ei tea. Me teame seda, et Whoopi Goldberg on pahane, sest ta ei saanud Diablo 4 mängida Maci peal.
Ole versioon just lihtsalt.
Sa, Tarmo, vaatasid seda või?
Ei.
Ta tegi video lausa sotsiaalmeedias vahe. Ei lugenud karbi pealt, et ostis arvutiversiooni.
Mul oli kaubamajas hunnikus niukseid. Kes käisid meil arvutimänge ostma, siis tulid järgmine päev tagasi, et kuule, see ei tööta mulle. Seda, mis ta ei tööta, mis ta süsteem on, mul on Mac.
Päriselt ka või?
Niuksed oli hunnikus. Nagu päris mitu tükki nädalas kohe. Aga Mac on nii võimas, kuidas ta siis mängi ära ei jooksuta? Noh, jooksutab, aga vot selleks on mängud seal Maci osakonnas, mis meil on seal taganurgas, et seal riiulil on mõned. Aga seal on Sims 2, ma tahan Sims 3 ju. No, paljugi, mis te tahate, Sims 3 pole veel.
Arvestades seda, et see on... Kuidas seda kjohvi üldse hääldada? Kjohfor.
Siin ei pidanud aluspükse varuma, Rainis. Aluspükse Xbox'i show'l pidi vaja olema.
Xbox'i omas on, jah. Siin ei ole Xbox'i, see on Kojima ja Kojima sõbra kjohvi.
No üks asi, ma loodan, et mis täna vähemalt ära tehakse, on see, et öeldakse, et Final Fantasy 16 demo on nüüd olemas, minge mängima. Sest viimastel Final Fantasy'tel on alati demo olnud nagu enne mängu väljatulekut. See on 5.15 ja remake'il ja teist ja äkki tuleb sinna ka demo nüüd.
Nii, aga tehke chatis häält, kui asi pihta hakkab, et kohe reageerige, kui on helid paigast ära, kui te tahate kuskil mingit asja kõvemaks, mingit asja madalamaks.
Kõvemaks?
No võtta, ma ei tea.
Selleks tuleb mulle Testaringi 2 näidata. Ei seegad 2 tundi.
Et praegu on vist, eks ju, okei, on ju?
Praegu oleme said meie.
Ei no, see aeglas ka muusikaga tahad, eks ma?
Meie stream on juba Twitch'is tees, minul.
On, jah?
Ja meie streami maha lugemine on 06, 07, 05, Twitch'is on 18, 17, 16.
No me oleme ametlikud streamerid.
Nüüd ma refreshisin, nüüd on vastupidi.
No vastupidi või?
Miski Twitch'is refreshida, Twitch'is on hetkel 34, 35 või 46, 45. Mul kaks akent lahti käed. Rahulikult käed saab kuskil. Refreshi ära läks kohe aega vähemaks.
Ja mitu sekundit meie oleme maas?
10 umbes nüüd.
10 või?
Jah, üle 10 juba isegi. 14.
Oi. Peaks olema ainult 2 sekundit.
Praegu on 14 sekki. Vähemalt õigemi, ma ei tea, ma pole meie streami refreshinud. Ma vaatan, ma refreshin meie oma. 10 sekundit, jah. 10 sekundit on maas. Võib-olla 11.
Nii, saate, kuidas me... Refreshi ei saa teha või?
Neli minutit. Omar ei tule täna, jah?
Ei, tuleb küll. Seda pidi tulema. Tuleb viimasel sekundil nagu nii, tead küll.
Juba kanama kuule. Miks ma täna uninen? Ma magasin ilust eile, magasin 8 tundi. Ma olen täna konkreetselt uninat terve päeva. Üle maganud. Pole see, magan üle. Kui ma magan 8 tundi, siis ma olen lihtsalt väsinud. Üle maganud. Maaliselt 5 tundi magada või 6 tundi sellest, aga täitsa piisab. Järke üles käid ja sellise... Ja ma vaatan koos streamerid siin, mingi kohkarnits 10 000 vaatajat, peiti 13 000 vaatajad, extra life 47 000 vaatajad.
Palju nüüd vahe on?
Vahe? Vaatame. Mõlemale refreshi ära. 9 sekundit või 10 jälle. Ikka sama vahe on.
Huvitav, miks?
Ilmselt mingi süsteem. Me ju võtame Twitchist ja paneme YouTube'i. Et ilmselt kuskil tuleb see viive ikka sisse.
Jaa, aga ta peaks olema hetkel 2 sekundit ainult. Mitte rohkem.
Tuleb see viive sisse lihtsalt. Koos, tere!
Mõmmek, et see lollakas reklaam toppis siia vahele ennast lihtsalt.
It's the fabulous flavor hunt and its host, Gloria. Can she guess the mystery what the Fanta flavor? And the flavor is...
No, 2 minutit.
Gloria? The fabulous flavor hunt is on.
Ma olen vales kohas Twitchis. On troppe ka saada. Mis iganes need on. Pean siin olema.
Marko, nagu mõtlesin, et kui see on Summer Game Fest, siis ei tea ka, auhindu ei kulutatud sel aastal välja, praegusel...
Ei, auhinnad on sügisel alles.
Sügisel alles, jah.
Auhinnad on Game Awards sügisel.
Et siis saab äkki 2 tunniga hakkama vist või? Kas viiendik saatest läheb nüüd selle Kojima reklaamimise alla?
Kojima uue filmi treileri alla läheb kindlasti ju pool tundi raudselt.
Minu sõber Kojima! Omar jätab ikka väga viimasel minutile. Vaata, kas mul on kell vale? Miks see üritus hakkab pihta enne kui täistund on?
Ei hakka ju. Täpselt tiksub.
Ma ei tea,
minul on 59 kopikatega.
Minul sai just 59 kopikatega. See seal oli sel hetkel, kui seal 40 sekundi pärast näitas.
Ghost seal selles ametlikus streamis, seal Twitchi streamis näitavad mingid dropid on. Summer Game Fest 2023 with Twitch drop.
Ja seal saab seda...
Nii et midagi jagatakse, aga veel ei öelda vist mida.
No seda tüüpilist, seda...
Vaata,
Ninno näinud, mis asi see kasuta Ninno näinu oli.
Oma konto all veel ei näe, mida siin antakse. No nii, ja läheb.
Vaadake, et siis keegi väga...
Let's go, boys!
Offensed ei ole, eks.
Me oleme väga excited. Hakkame lugema mitu korda, et Geoff excited täna on. Mitmenad sekundi tuleb Geoff ütleb esimest korda, et on väga excited.
Jeff Keely!
Ükskõik mille, Marko, ükskõik mille peale. Ma ootan, millal ta ütleb, et ta on excited.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Summer Game Fest. We are in person, and today we've got a look at what's next in video games for you. We are live here in Los Angeles at YouTube Theater, and it feels so good to be in person with a live fan audience for the first time ever. Welcome, everybody.
Ei olnud excited, vaid oli feels good.
When I started Summer Game Fest back in 2020 from a spare bedroom, I never imagined it would grow into this. Today, the video game industry has come together to show you what's next. This is a cross-industry showcase, meaning no matter where you play games, I hope you'll discover a new game to put on your wish list. The landscape of video game events has certainly changed over the past few years, but one thing hasn't. There are a lot of great games in development, and our singular goal today is to get you excited about the future.
Excited
Just a few minutes, we'll see the first extended gameplay of Mortal Kombat 1.
Võitis natukene aega.
It delivers, don't worry.
Nii sobib või? Või läks liiga palju nüüd?
And yes, we do have a very special grand finale that you're not going to want to miss. That's all I'll say right now. But let's get right to the game. The first reveal is something you're not expecting, which makes it that much more exciting. Here we go.
Issand küll, nii palju juba loobib seda. Saade ei jõua pihtigi hakata. Tere, Omar.
Tere.
Prince of Persia. Saite Ubisofti uue mängu. Mida veel see aasta ei teatud. Persia Prince.
We weren't prepared for what was coming next.
Veel juurde tahad Rainis või?
Then again, they weren't prepared for me.
Ta on juba päris kollases, ta juba sõidab Tarmole sisse. Kui Tarmo häält teeb.
Mina teen häält. Kas mulle saab vist midagi?
Jah, sa pannud ise tähele, kes midagi vist õige.
Absoluutselt pole ei pane.
See mäng näeb välja
nagu see Bloodstained.
Hästi moodne esteetika muidugi.
Metroidvania.
Ei no, kui me endalt maha võtame, siis...
Jah, poleks mõttet midagi maha võtta. Kulub ära endale küll.
Siis on nagu... On
nagu huvitav huvi enda.
Siis on taust ülemist.
Klubi enda üritus on esmaspäeval, et huvitav, mida nad enda üritusele siis nagu maasikaks jätsid. Nad Prince of Persia siin praegu välja tõid. No, variant muidugi alati, jah. Sest on Prince of Persia väga pikalt on oodatud, inimesed on väga kõvasti küsinud seda. Nad alati oli see jutt, et ei ole mõtet teha Prince of Persiat, kui neil Assassin's Creed on. Aga siin nad on sükest natuke sükest retro side-scrollerit actioniga segatud.
Mängustiili on muutnud.
Aga selles mõttes ongi õige, et neil ei ole mõtet kopeerida, neil ei ole mõtet teist veel Assassin's Creed kõrvale teha. Aga see on täitsa okei.
Mortal Kombat!
Mitte veel triple A-ga. 2 aastat. 1,5 aastat. Mortal 1 Kombat. No nii. Rahvas läheb pööredesse.
And it's coming this September. Everyone has been asking, what does it look like? Who's on the roster? How do the new cameo fighters work? Well, now it is time for combat. No spoilers, but this video is literally insane. Here is an extended first look at the story, gameplay, and yes, of course, the fatalities.
Saavad esimese haibi nagu endale.
Let's do it!
No, sa oled, mida muud sa ikka näitad.
No nii, Mortal Kombat.
Ei üritanud olla siuke peresõbralik üritus.
I have had enough of you. Then go before I put you down.
Now get over here. Vale mees.
Nii. No nii.
Näeb välja nagu Mortal Kombat ju.
Kes oleks osanud seda ette ära tulla? Kes oleks osanud seda ette ära?
Come, there are other champions I must gather.
What do you want?
Sento, it's my family blade.
Sento's mine, and I won't give it up without a fight.
Verd lippab küll niimoodi, et...
No nii, korras, olemas. Sinna selle saate reiting läks. Lapsed mingi kõik magama ära.
Johnny Cage.
Oota, kellele nüüd see arve esitati?
Lord Liu Kang, protector of Earthrealm, god of fire.
Omale selle peresõbralikkuse kohta. Kui saade pihta hakkas, siis oli ilusti kirjas, et saade võib häirida ja solvata ja...
Väga hea, õige. Siis on kõik on hoiatud, et see on juhiliselt kõik korrektne.
Whatever experience I lack, I make up for in heart.
Aga on väga palju polügoone, on väga palju kaadrit sekundis. Ja, kõik ei ole õige.
Kas ta nüüd on... Ja näite, et kõrvaltegelased on nagu need special movid, neid vahetada ei saa.
Nii ma aru sain, jah. Nii nagu räägiti, jah. Tuleb teeb oma speciali ära. No nii, tüdrukud. Let's go.
Võtta, ma mõtlesin, et need on sõbrad oma vahel.
Ja, ongi sõbralik.
Kohe näha, jah. Puro. Police brutality coming up. Striker on mängus. Nice. See on kõik kõige...
Ai, mis see nüüd oli?
See on üks kõige halvemini aegunud neid mängufraase, mis üldse olnud on. Ma ei tea, kas see Mortal Kombat 10 vist, kus see oli veel 9 või 1-2.
Kas nad ei tahtnud seda, tõesti ei tahtnud seda lõppu jätta? Või mis seal lõpus siis olema saab, et kui nad alustavad niimoodi? Selle oleks võid lõppu jätta.
Lõpus pidale midagi, mida ütles, et me ei taha missida keegi. Ghost, naiste riid läksid katki Mortal Combat 9 nii-öelda ja selles paganama DC versus Mortal Combatis.
Jep, viitamas olid jah.
Seal läksid riided katki.
Tänapäeval ei tohi ju.
10. enam ei läinud.
No tänapäeval ei tohi, need solvaid on liiga palju.
Jah, nii palju vihaseid õmblejaid. Nii palju vihaseid rätsepti. Oi, Jeffil on ilus pintsak. Pruun on maa seal või? Lõpus, ma ei tea, lõpus tuleb Kojima nagunii selle šefi suur sõber.
Congratulations. They love you. All right, well, Ed, first of all, thank you for that incredible world premiere. We got to see all of the gameplay of MK1, and everyone just wants to know more about this, because first of all, this is it's MK1, right? It went from 11 to 1, so tell us about this. Is it a new timeline?
Yeah. I don't know how many people have seen the ending of Mortal Kombat 11. Liu Kang basically was kind of graduated into a fire god, right? And he created a brand new universe. And this universe, this is why we're calling it Mortal Kombat 1, is because this is the beginning of a new timeline. A number of these characters you've seen before, but they're told in a completely different story. And so Sub-Zero and Scorpion are brothers now, and there's all these things that were rivalries before are now allies, and so mixing the whole thing up. So we're just kind of rebooting, and that's what the 1 is for.
Well, it looks incredible. Everything we saw there was, in-game gameplay. The cinematics look incredible. I know the team has been working for 4 years on this, but the thing we got to talk about are these cameos, because we saw some pretty amazing stuff there. Now, so tell us, how does that work? You have your main, character that you'll pick, and then I know you also have a separate kind of cameo menu, so you pick sort of a pair when you start the game?
Yeah, normally in a fighting game, you'll see a roster, basically, where you select your character. After you do that, there's a second roster of characters, which are a whole new, completely different fighters that are the cameo fighters. And these fighters actually, they will join the fight. But
a lot of blank squares there.
Yeah, so it's kind of like imagine yourself with Sub-Zero, but you have some of Jack's moves, and you can call him out. You can do it multiple times, as you saw in the gameplay. So you can basically combine these two characters. All the characters can be combined with all the cameo fighters, and that's where you see. That's where the player's kind of imagination comes in, and they can actually customize it for what they like seeing. The best team ups.
Well, so how does that work? So you're in gameplay, you have your main, you have your cameo. How do you summon them? Is it time-based? Like, how often do they come into? It's not a tag team thing, right?
Exactly. And you're basically summoning them. It's just one button push is basically summoning, but they have a variety, so you can go. Push that button towards, and it'll do a different move. Push it down, and do a different move. And so the combination.
Oh, I see. So you can bring them in a combo. Almost.
Exactly. And you see, there's like a meter up on top, which is basic. That'll limit it, so you can't obviously fire them indefinitely, but you can call them pretty much whenever you want. And they have, like in the middle of a combo, they'll have a lot of, basically a whole arsenal of their moves. So Sonya, you saw come out there. Sometimes you'll see them appear twice in there.
Amazing. So time-based, they come out, and then obviously as you go through, you revealed some of them there, but is it a different set of characters that'll be in the cameos? Are there some repeats from the main roster? How will that work?
Yeah. Some of the characters are going to be available as cameos as well as the main roster fighters. You can play Sub-Zero with Sub-Zero, right? Same thing with Scorpion. But a lot of our cameo fighters are kind of like nods back to our first game. So you'll notice Sonya and Kano and Jax are in their kind of older costumes. And so there's a lot of that novelty. We have a lot of really surprise ones. I think you guys saw Goro.
Yes, Goro popped in there.
Yeah. Exactly. So there's a lot of kind of really digging into the old Mortal Kombat games as far as getting, we really love the novelty of it. We really want the cameo characters to feel, kind of nod to the old games.
Well, speaking of nodding the old games, let's talk. You confirmed, I think, or it's at least known that Jean-Claude Van Damme is actually going to be in this game as Johnny Cage, right? Is that true?
Yes.
That was, people don't know the story. I mean, Bloodsport was such an inspiration for Mortal Kombat, so he finally is now part of it.
It's a huge first full circle moment. You know, the first Mortal Kombat game, we originally wanted to be Van Damme, the video game, and that never really worked out. So I can't tell you how many times over the last 30 years we've tried to get him. You know, we were this close, like 4 or 5 times. And so finally we got him, and he's doing the voices, too. Wow. So you're going to hear Jean-Claude, his voice doing Johnny Cage lines and stuff like that. We're really excited about it.
Wow. Well, I know the team has been working so hard in Chicago to build this through COVID, and it's coming out in September, so we don't have to wait long, right?
That's right. This has been a very difficult secret to keep over the last 4 years. And so, but we could not be more excited in terms of getting players' hands on it. And, you know, throughout the summer, we're going to be showing a lot more content, a lot more characters, a lot more cameo characters, you know, so there's a lot of reveals that are coming up.
Amazing. Well, Ed, thank you so much for giving us the first look at MK1. As you said, this weekend people will be playing it, press and media, so we'll be seeing lots more coverage, lots more characters to reveal on the main roster and cameos. Ed Boon, thank you so much. First look at Mortal Kombat. Awesome. Thanks so much. Amazing. So excited about that one. All right.
Oi, nii. Jeff on jällegi excited. Peab jälle selle joogimängu käiva lõppu.
Hilja juba, inimesed on purjus juba. Ta alustas ikka väga paljude
excited. Oli 10 tükki järjest ka ära. Nüüd ongi paras aeg alustada.
We haven't seen anything on the sequel in over 2 years, but that changes right now. Here is your first look at a raw gameplay capture from Path of Exile 2, a sequel that pushes the engine of gameplay.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. Johnny Cage. Kes oleks seda osanud ette näha.
No nii, Diablo 4 killer tuleb.
Where are the gods?
Diablo 4 killer.
Hey you, what's going on?
Ma ei tea, suht säim läheb välja. Käid ja säristad.
Bastarda, kaugel oled juba?
Pruun.
Jõudsid juba lõppu ära või?
50 Shades of Brown.
Umbes nii. No.
Taanlased tumedad maailmad teha, siis ei pea vaata animeerima hästi palju.
No ongi täpselt ja rahalik.
Siis saab natukene slangidega.
See on nagu nüüd pagana selle.
Godzilla võitlused igasugused.
No need siis Dark Pictures mängud ka samamoodi, vaata. Kõik on pimedas. Noh, ära mitte midagi. See on nimi ütleb ära, Dark Pictures.
Looks amazing and there's more coming in July.
Sellepärast ma praegu tänasest homsest on selle Transformersi film väljas, sellepärast seda ootangi, et seal tunduvad kõik võitlusseerid olema päeval. Tavaliselt on Transformerites ka olnud see öised kaklused ainult kogu aeg.
Mul on ka see, et kui mängus on võimalik valida öö ja päeva vahel, miks põrga päevalt ma peaks ööd valima? Ma ei taha näha, mis mängus toimub. Oi, no nii. Mis teid jõuga teinud oled?
Üborgriu.
Online only.
Selge. Võttis sekund aega, jah? Ekka praegu, jah. Miks ei peaks Eksa Primalisse Street Fighteri tegelasi sisse tooma?
I'm guessing Ryu from Street Fighter facing off against a dinosaur probably wasn't on your bingo card for today's show. That Street Fighter Cross Exoprimal collab will launch in the fall with the game coming out on July 14th. But guess what, guys? That may actually not be the craziest collaboration on the show today. Check this out.
There's nothing more powerful than imagination.
No nii.
It can shape the fabric of reality, transforming everything you may think you know.
No. Why?
Miks mitte, noh? Why not? Why not? Why not?
Nicolas Cage is coming to Dead by Daylight in July.
No, kes excited on?
These things happen, but
Kef on raudselt excited.
I figured the easiest way to find out.
Nicolas Cage võtab kõigilt raha vastu praegu nii.
Miks Nicki lava peale ei vaata? Ma tahan Nicki lava peale näha. Ometi tuleb. Tuleb ütleb, et you are. You are awesome.
Breathtaking.
Ah, jah, õige breathtaking.
Join me in welcoming to Summer Game Fest.
No muidugi, noh. See on nii obvious.
Omar, kuule, kas sa pidid või? Sa pidid ära sõnuma, oli vaja sulle.
See oli nii obvious. Me teame kõik, et Nick võtab täna pole kõik otsad vastu, nii et ei probleemi. Näite Nickile natuke raha juba tuleb.
I'm so happy to be invited to your very, very cool club, everybody.
Finally, I mean, I gotta say, this is such a crazy, unexpected collaboration. I gotta understand how
nerds.
I mean, some people be like, oh, maybe he'll show up in Fortnite, maybe he'll be in a Hideo Kojima game. But Dead by Daylight, I mean, how does this happen?
Well, it's a museum of horror, right?
Yes.
And when I make movies, one of my favorite genres is horror. And in this, and in that genre, there's a character, a murderous ghost named Sadako, who I think is amazing. She made an appearance in this game, so that was good enough for me.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's fun is you're playing one of the survivors in this game, and it's cool that, it really is this museum of horror. Michael Myers, you said all these different characters all coming together. And you play yourself, or who do you play?
So I play this heightened, exaggerated version of a film actor named Nick Cage.
Ühesõnaga ta mängib ise ennast.
He's going to
ta teeb viimasel ajal seda pidevalt. Filmid on ka, et ta mängib ise ennast.
And in the fog he's surrounded by crows and serial killers, and it's rather amusing. And there's something about it that I think as a survivor is like a bonding experience. It's a bit like hide and go seek. You have your three other teammates who are survivors with you, and it's teamwork. You're working together to pull through, and I like that. And so that was a large reason for wanting to do that feeling of bonding with your friends.
And you're fully in for this. I know we heard your voice in there, so you recorded lines for it and everything?
See, I want you to know when you're playing the Nick Cage survivor, I even have when you're choosing your skins, I even say, always remember to dress to match your talent. I want you to know that you're with me, that we're one, that we're fused. So it was important to me that everything I do, everything I say, from the scream to the grunt, down to the most minimal exasperation of sigh, whatever it is, it's my voice, so that we are fused.
All right. Fully method, Nick Cage. I love it. I mean, this is so fun. This game, as you said, is such an awesome kind of,
Ma olen väga pettunud, kui ta seal mängus ei ütle not the bees, not the bees.
How did you find out about Dead by Daylight? Do you know much about the video game
Somebody very important in my family is a Dead by Daylight enthusiast, and that really put the hook in. Pun intended. See, Dead by Daylight to me was an opportunity to branch out. I've never been invited into this space before. Yeah. I'm always looking for new adventures. So this to me was like, wow, I can make a whole new audience, meet a whole new audience, and branch out and go on this Dead by Daylight adventure. I didn't say nothing but a split second to say yes.
No, when you get the money, you go on adventures.
Excuse me, sinuses, allergies. What I noticed was that every move you make when you're doing this, when you're in the gaming space, it's timed down to a split second. It's a very immersive experience when you're acting out in this space. Every move, every grunt, every sigh you make has to be timed perfectly with the gamer's moves. So that was something that I learned from this, and I'm always looking to learn something.
Well, we love having you in the video game world. We want to see Nick Cage in more games.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Nick, thank you so much. Hopefully the first Betty. Nicolas Cage, great to see you, man. Awesome. There you go. Lock it in.
No nii. Teeb see uue paala endale.
Uus padi.
Aga nüüd ma saan aru, miks see neil nii pikaks läheb.
But PC players can try it earlier by downloading the player test build on July 5th. And here's an exclusive first look at Nicolas Cage.
Pikk see pull on mingi 3 tundi.
2 tundi pidi vähemalt olema vist. 20 minti läinud juba, me oleme 2 mängu näinud, et täpselt nii, et.
Kõvasti. animatsioonid on ka sellised. Siis mõne rea sisse lugeda, aga jah. Mummulist ülikonda tal ilmselt sellega pandud, et seda animatsioonid sai kuskilt odavmüügist.
Anything goes here at Summer Game Fest. All right, thank you
very much. See emotsioonitus on nagu taotluslik.
Incredible number of video game adaptations. But back in 2019, The Witcher on Netflix, inspired by the Witcher book series, showed the potential of well-done adaptations. And later this month, Season 3, Volume 1 arrives, and now it's time for the world premiere of the trailer, introduced by Henry Cavill and the cast.
Hello, Witcher fans. We are all gathered here
to
share something with you.
Be sure to tune into The Witcher Season 3. Volume 1
näeb välja nagu noor Gandalf.
Volume 1 debuts on June 29th, only on Netflix.
Get ready to watch the world premiere of our brand new trailer for Season 3 of The Witcher.
Thanks for tuning in to the Summer Games Fest and enjoy the trailer.
See seri nägi siin palju enam välja kui sarjas.
Neutrality. It won't get you a statue. But it'll certainly help in keeping you alive.
Ma ei tea, ma ei oota sellest eriti midagi. See teine oli ikka puhas rämps.
Embrace. Well, that's deeply worrying.
Mortal Kombatis ära juba.
Everything that's happening. It's all connected. And she's at the center of it.
If war is coming, there is no hiding her from it.
You sure about this?
Are you?
Siri nägi siin sarjas ikka väga vana välja.
History has a way of repeating itself. The dangers we've seen foretell an even more menacing future. For the first time, I understand real fear.
We're witches.
Is that so?
I'll never get over how cute they look for monsters. And they're like, no, please don't hurt me. And then, wow. Fangs. Just like a boatload of fangs. All up in your business.
Trailer oli ju trailer.
Trailer praegu paistab, et nad on kriitikast vist teise kohta õppinud, et läheb jälle tegevuseks.
See oli nüüd see part 1, eks ole, et päris nagu see oli lõppu näeme millalgi jõulude ajal, on ju.
Nii, aga mingi jaotumissimulaator ilmselgelt.
Ei, vastupidi, Painkiller ja Bulletstormi tegijatelt. Ma eeldan, et see on kuulide välja saate simulaator hoopis.
Kuuli võrgu.
Miks ma ei kuule, et Armost excited?
Kas on FPS ju?
Esimese isiku vaates Witchfire, okei. Esimese isiku vaates mingi Souls-like.
No nii, PlayStation VR 2 asjad. Näita siia. Nois, mis see on?
See on järjekordne Call of Duty killer.
Niisugused FPS-e või mängida?
Aga on jällegi küsimus, et millega sa mängid? Kas sa mängid seda samade kahe munaga või? See pole nagu päris see. Andke siis õiget pulti ka.
August, okei. No Crossfire ei ole kõige parem frantsiis on ju, Erik.
Aasias on, aga Euroopas ei ole siiamaani nagu peale läinud.
Aga näeme, kuidas ta VR-is siis on, ta nägi hea välja selles mõttes.
Ta nägi hea välja küll, jah.
Täitsa kena oli.
Ja kas nad õppisid oma viimasest läbikukkumisest, et keegi ei taha seda maarämpsu mängida enam?
Kutsu!
Kui see tuleb jälle muidugi Quest 2 peale ka, siis...
Niukest graafikat see Quest 2 peal ei näe kahjuks.
No sellist ei näe, jah.
Quest 2 peal näed ta sellist, 286 tasemel graafikat sellega võreldes.
Mõtlengi, et kus kohas need prioriteedid on. Aga no loodame, et saab tõesti ka nii edev olema.
Võib ju vabalt Oculusele tulla. Oculusele poodi, et mitte otseselt Quest.
Ei, arvutile jah selle mõttes. Et arvutile võib küll tulla. Ma mõtlen, et Questile ilmselt tulas. Et arvutile võib küll tulla. Kas see mitte jälgi, et Steamis on ka?
No, siis saab Quest 2 ka sealt mängida. No, ju sa siis ei vajutanud, Marko, õiget asja. Kirjutasid vales aknas.
All right, we have much more Summer Game Fest to come, including a first look at the gameplay of Alan Wake 2, the world premiere of the new season of Fortnite, Call of Duty Season 4, and maybe a few more surprises for you. As we go through today's reveals, use the hashtag gaming on TikTok to react to the news. And we want to welcome everyone co-streaming the show live on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, and other platforms.
Gaming on TikTok.
For those of you on Twitch, we also have a free Stein within 30 minutes of the show. Now, speaking of surprises, another legendary gaming hero set to return later this year in a brand new game built from the ground up in a style that I think is going to get this fan base and longtime fans of video games very excited. Here's another Summer Game Fest global game announcement. New thrills with a classic feel.
Sorry. Hello. Pompsis mingit esimest remaster on. Brand new adventure, okay.
Day adventure brand new või? Üks Sonic Frontier teenis piisavalt pappi. Saavad teha asju.
Noh, Coach Coop on, Sonic on, why not?
Võtab väikse lehekülje Mario raamatust praegu. Jumala sobib ju. Ei, platformerid pole kunagi liiga vähe. Liiga palju. Superstar.
Tarmo on excited.
Jah, mina olen excited. Mina mängin hea meelega.
Millal sügisel?
about that? A new standard for 2D classic
mängin
Sonic
seda hea
will
meelega.
appeal to new and legacy fans alike. This past April, Honkai Star Rail launched, and as you're about to see, the game is bringing in exciting new characters to space fantasy RPGs. However, we don't just have a new peak for current players, but also for those awaiting the game's release on PlayStation. Take a look.
I wish this universe had a few more things to do. Don't you get bored running across the map every day?
Team Trailblaze back from duty. Mission 1 accomplished. Where's our next stop? I can't wait.
Another busy day ahead of us.
Mina kannatasin seda Hentai Star Raili täpselt paar tundi.
Mul oli Genshiniga umbes sama lugu mingi poolteist tundi võib-olla umbes. Et just sama see kiuksuva häälega kaaslane seal taas mingi hulluks teest.
Ei, mul isegi mitte see, vaid see mõte võitlusüsteem oli lihtsalt nagu konkureerivad viletsanud. Seda ei ole mitte mingit põhjust, miks ma seda mängima pean. Peale selle, et uusi tegelasi korjata.
Aga miljonid inimesed arvavad teisiti.
No see on lihtne, selle mõttes. See mängus ei pea mitte midagi tegema.
See on see, kõik Diablot mängivad, jah?
Sa pead see grindima ennast ja leveldama oma varustust ja siis sa võidad. Siis jõuad järgmise tugeva kollini, keda sa ei võida, pead jälle leveldama varustust, jälle võidad.
Later this year on PlayStation. All right, inspired by the story of Pinocchio, Lies of P is a Soulsborne-like game from the team at NeoWiz, which is coming to Game Pass, PlayStation, and PC this year. Well, if you're wondering exactly when, we have news to share with you on its release. This brand new trailer.
Ainult arvutid, telefonid ja nüüd siis PlayStation.
Ja siis Kristjani mängi oli.
Ilus näeb välja.
Sest ta läigib.
Jah.
Läigib, jah.
Nii palju jälitatud kiiri.
Nii palju vett. Võtsid tämlik meest õppust ikkagi.
Aga kõik on nii preerendardatud. Okei. Mul on ikka natuke gameplay'd ka. See enam nii palju ei läigi.
Malvina!
Vastased ootasid nii kaua, kui sa vehkisid oma kepiga selleks.
Listen, pal. Nice landing, but let's not make it a habit.
Ja palun, näed, demo saab juba proovida.
That's right, a demo for Lies of P is now
available. See on sama ilus kui enne. Või sama ilus kui videos.
See peaks äkki kui siin nalja pärast korraks käima tõmba, jah?
Now it's time for the reveal of a visually stunning
Pean
new game based on
muidugi
a classic manga with
enne
a
ära
story and world created by one of the most
150 giga maha
celebrated anime artists of all time.
150 giga oli
This is
umbes.
one of those games that I feel lucky we get to reveal for the first time here at Summer Game Fest. And I think you'll be pretty hyped once you see the gameplay, all built in Unreal Engine 5. Here we go.
No, Unreal Engine 5. No nii.
Näitab siia peaks olema Unreal 4, nii et see on nüüd siis...
Näitab siia.
Veel edevam. Lihtsalt ei jookse. Ühegi rauaga.
Dragon Quest! Kas see on uus Dragon Quest?
Välja uus Borderlands.
See on uus Dragon Quest ju. Ei ole?
Kira Dariyama. No nii.
See on uus Dragon Quest.
No, Tarmo, kuidas on? Kuidas tunne on? Tahad sellest rääkida?
Loomulikult ta mängida seda.
No, Tarmole Dragon Quest'id meeldivad. Kus ma ei jõudnud Gamepassis seda mängida, sest läks need lõpuks Gamepassis maha. Läheb illu, mõnus...
Kui see ikka on Dragon Quest, äkki see midagi muud sama stiilis lihtsalt?
Sandland.
Sest ta on liiga mehaaniline. No miks mitte? Ei, sobib. Sobib.
Stay tuned, üsnaga ei mingit aega. Ei ole mingit, isegi aastat ei ole.
Väga hea, selle mängib kunagi ära.
Sandland, get ready to become an unlikely hero in an adventure where you don't need to be human to save humanity. That's coming from Bandai Namco, and we're excited to see more of it soon. Independent games are such an important part of the industry, and one thing that's very important to us at Summer Game Fest is supporting those creators as well. After the live show, stay tuned for Day of the Devs from IM8-Bit and Double Fine with some incredible indie game reveals. Now, one of the biggest independent publishers is Annapurna Interactive. And later this month, as part of Summer Game Fest, they'll be revealing a number of ambitious new projects. Let's see how many you can figure out in this little tease.
Stray. Okay.
Tuleb arvutile, eks ole nüüd.
Ei, kass või? Kass on juba arvutil. Xboxil tuleb nüüd.
Nii, aga põhiline, kas Square'i vahuvaini ikka näidatakse? No,
I wonder what that was at the end. We'll find out later this month. All right, next, we're stepping into the world of Throne and Liberty, a free-to-play PC and console MMORPG from NCSoft and Amazon Games with an always-changing environment, massive scale, PvPvE, and the ability to transform into creatures to battle across land, sea, and air. Here's a look at Throne and Liberty.
Our guiding star has shattered.
Its
shards scattered across the world. An ancient evil searches for these lost fragments, destroying anything in their path. You must find them. Harness their power. Put down this threat once and for all.
Mobiilimängu trailer on täiega, noh.
No see on, võtta see Amazoni MMO ju.
On MMO ja ei ole single player ja.
Need ütlesid, et PvPVE on. Saad teisi mängida kottida ja siis saad kolletsi tappa samal ajal.
Korraks nagu juba tõmbas excited, aga kui see on mingi MMO jälle, siis jätke omale.
Kusjuures pole City of Heroes ja Villainsit pole kunagi mänginud. Ta oli vahepeal kunagi müüdi isegi, eks ole. City of Heroes müüdi kindlasti kaupsis. Aga ma ei jõudnud kunagi selle mängimiseni.
Ta on konkreetne mobiilimäng ikka.
saatest.
Looks great. I also want to say hello to everybody watching on Steam right now. I'm sorry we don't have any free Steam decks for you right now. But on June 19th, Steam Next Fest does return, giving fans a chance to try out hundreds of new in-development games. One of them is the free-to-play medieval fantasy sword-fighting game Warhaven from Nexon, which lets you transform into supernatural immortals. Here's a new look.
Kehvel spikker kella peal.
Tundub nii.
Väga tihked tekstid täis.
Küll ei jõua sa meeles pidada kõiki need mänge järjest, mis nüüd tuleb.
Prompter on selle jaoks, aga noh.
Näe, For Honor.
Sina mängisid seda, ma ei saa aru.
See on mingi For Honori kloon lihtsalt. For Honor ise oli äge mäng tegelikult. Siiamaani vist on, siiamaani kestab ju.
No nii, väga MMORPG jälle.
Siis ma jälle ei taha näha seda.
Väga palju eluribasid oli see.
Mõtta, mingi For Honori kloon või niisugune.
Andke palun ühesõnaga meil single playeri ka. Jätke omale need MMO-d.
Keegi ei viitsi teha, need ei too raha sisse.
Jah, single playeri mängid läbi ja siis enam ei ole ju nendega. Sa pead ju uusi skinne tahtma ja uut kilpi ja...
Ühe korra ostad ära ja ongi rohkem su käest, rohkem mis nüüd ei näe, seal ei ole mingit mõtet. No vaja raha viskama. Tuleb live game toota.
Sa tahad ju naabrist parem olla, on ju?
Jah. Kõige läikivamad skinnid. Warhaven. Okay.
Mängi tasuta.
Ainult arvutil mingi põhjusel on.
See on minu mäng. Party Animals.
Niisugune auramise mäng jälle.
Seda näitad eelmine aasta. See eelmise aasta Summer Game Festil oli selle reveal. Party Animals.
No, mida nad aastaga teevad? Actual gameplay footage. No nii.
No näed. Lõpuks ikka välja tulema.
Jaa.
Vaikselt äkki. 20. september.
Pilgrims, summer is coming and with it a lot of cool stuff will make its way to Dying Light to stay human. Get ready for darker, more dangerous nights and roaming volatiles complete with improved parkour rolling out with the next update in June. Then, right after that, we'll kick off an event season like you have never seen before. Trust me, for one of them you will want to get your butt barbed wired. Very soon,
Nico, I wanna go bowling.
Summers to date.
Poist läks esimest tagasi mängima. Nii, mis nüüd juhtus? Mis nüüd?
Rip! Läks stream natuke lappama. Mis mul droppis? Mul droppis Warframe'ist teanaks. Ma arvaks, et mul on see olemas.
Oota, kes see tahtis seda...
Saika...
Seda mängida?
Jah.
Kristjan vist. GeForce nüüd.
Samsung Gaming Hub.
Õige, nad tegid Samsungi koostööd.
See mis Eestis ei tööta jälle. Võigi minu telekal ei tööta. See töötab ainult kõik uuematel Samsungi telekatel.
Seda, kui ta tegid, tulid, siis ma lasin sul järgi proovida, sest sul ei ole sellist.
Ei mõtlegi, et see töötab ainult uutel telekatel.
Ega sul ühe kaupa need äpid ju olemas ja kõik.
Nad lubasid kunagi panna, et nad lubavad seda äppi tõmmata. Ka vanadel, aga siiamaani pole seda tulnud nii, et...
Aga no eraldi äpid GeForce Now ja nende jaoks on sul ometi olemas ju. Või ei ole. Nii, aga Alan Wake 2. Oi, no muidugi. Kes siis veel?
Jah, 2022 oli see juba.
Looking dapper as always.
Max Payne tuleb.
Well, we are so excited because when you announced Alan Wake at the Game Awards, Alan Wake 2 at the Game Awards, you said 2023. We are in 2023. It's coming this October, and we are so excited about this, Sam. I know it's been a long time coming for fans and for you. 13 years since the first Alan Wake. So tell us a bit about what can we expect in the sequel.
Max Payne'i võiks teha küll.
Ei saanud teha seda. Rockstari käes ja Rockstari tees.
Jah, nemad teevad puhkendust raha pumbata.
Own separate terrifying journeys through two different worlds, and yet
vana hea viga häkks aktsent.
And the player gets to switch between them at given points in the story as they choose.
Yeah, we saw obviously at the PlayStation event you revealed Saga.
Max küll siukse aktsendiga rääkinud.
Tell us a bit about her. She's in Bright Falls.
Kuuleks ka oleks rääkinud.
A narrative that Alan has written, is that right?
Well,
kus eestlaste ja soomlaste aktsent on täiesti samasugune.
So yes, we have Alan Wake, our title character, of course, trying to escape from the nightmare dimension of the dark place. And then we have Saga, our new hero,
no ikka sama on, kui sa kõrvalt kuulad.
Coming to the Pacific Northwest small town of Bright Falls, together with
ma ei tea, mees siin tuleme küll kaugelt ära, kes tegemist on toome eesti aktsendiga.
So how, and they're somehow linked in some way, right?
They are coming to investigate
ootas mingit reaktsiooni praegu.
Murders. And very quickly
väikesed toredad ritsikad.
turns
into a nightmare.
They discover pages of a horror story. Maybe written by a certain missing writer.
By the initials AEW.
And this horror story starts to come true around them.
Interesting. So obviously it's, you know, Alan is still going to be playable in the game. You're going to experience his journey, but Saga, this is sort of new character, and there is that sort of link. Tell us a bit about, you said split 50-50. Do they have separate missions? How, because I think you can play them in sort of different sequences or orders if you want, right?
Yeah, we go into the experience playing as Saga.
Okay.
And it's a sequel, but it's also a standalone experience. We are not expecting everybody to do homework if they have not played the original game. Yeah. This can be enjoyed as is. Saga doesn't know anything about the lore, about the supernatural in this world. She will be going in very quickly. She has to learn to survive. And with that, all the players will be on that journey with her. And then we open up the experience so that you can hop to play Alan Wake in the dark place as he's trying to find his way out. And you can keep on playing as Saga in the Pacific Northwest as the investigation goes on. And you are free to switch between them. There are a lot of connection points in many surprising ways, but there is no right way to play through this. You can choose. You can go on as Alan all the way close to the end, or as Saga, or you can keep hopping between these two sides of it.
Well, you're always so good at kind of telling challenging, interesting narratives in unique ways. I mean, Remedy's always been known for that, and you especially, so we can't wait to see how these stories intertwine, I'm sure, throughout the experience. Today, though, I know you brought with you some gameplay of Saga's adventure. We're just going to see a raw segment of the game, right?
Yeah, raw gameplay for the first time ever. This is early on from the experience.
They're hyped, Sam. They're ready for it. So tell us, what are we going to see?
They're hyped,
supernatural
excited.
Forces of darkness
Let's go.
Have brought the murder victim, in this case, back to life as a monster. And Saga is outside Bright Falls at Cauldron Lake, trying to find him and stop him.
Okay, with that, let's take a look at raw, unedited gameplay from Alan Wake 2. Thanks, Sam.
Thank you.
No näidake siia.
Nonii. Aga taskulamp on, nii. Kõik on õige. No, Tarmo, kuidas taimed on, kuidas lehed on?
Ma ei tea, ma pole veel näinud, kuidas läbi kõnninud.
On 2D, on 3D.
Et see 3D tunduvad, aga ma tahan näha, kas nad ka reageerivad, kuidas läbi kõnnib sealt.
Natuke vist on, jah.
Et see 3D tunduvad.
Näidata. Kaamer on õiges kohas.
Kaamer liiga kõrgele.
Jah.
Tuul on ümber ringi mölleb ja naisi juukse on täiesti paigal. Nagu täiesti paigal. Juuksid reageerivad ainult sammudele.
Tornaadosid pole, aga põdrad on.
Deer Fest. See on meie Marko lemmikpüha.
Aga kõik juhtus. Tuli teine kits ka.
Kits on see, kes tulistab.
Kits hakkab vastu. Vaata ta... Marko, mis sinuga juhtuda võib ühel heal päeval?
Tuleb siuke kirvega.
Kilesse riidatud metskits. Let's go, boys. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
Mitu kuuli läks loekski kokku?
No, kui ta oli täispide, siis 9.
Korralik käsnakalle oli.
Kui ta oli täispide, siis 9 kuuli. Ei. 12 kuuli oli, 6 kuuli.
Jahimäng Markole.
Ei luutinudki laipa. Laipa oli kirves ju.
Mis ikka luudid?
Aga kirves oli seal ju.
Aga no sina pole on, mis iganes see oli seal. MP44 nägi see välja. Oi, süda.
Luutised siin.
Ei, seal saab Alan Wake'iks muutuda raudselt.
Tätoveeritud süda.
Nom. Nüüd paneb põski selle kohe.
Killer left a message.
It's for us.
We were all trapped in a horror story. The horror story wanted us dead. There's something I'm forgetting. Something important. Something's not right.
A long time coming, but Alan Wake 2
palju sa Marko tahad siis?
Thank you to Sam and Remedy for
Ütleme nii,
first look at gameplay. Now let's get a first look at the co-op campaign.
Äkki välja nagu õudusmäng. Iseasi kas sama hea kui Resident Evilidega. Aga äkki välja nagu õudusmäng.
Vähemalt nad ei üritada vanadele konsoolidele punnitada ja asi keegi nii, et nägime ära, et
No nii, see on mingi Tunisia mäng. Tunisia kukub toolit maaga kuskil. Otsaki.
My pledge is eternal service.
Väga laia tõlged ja mehed.
Eviscerate this abomination.
Armid poisid.
Jep.
Come forth and be slaughtered.
Ja kõik räägivad niimoodi. Sest nii on väga macho. Ja mul on väga suur haamer. Väga hea.
Open the gates. Care to see if we can slay more Xenos for the Chiron?
Open the gates.
That statue would offer more sport. Hold them back, damn it! For Ultramar! For the Emperor!
No näed, ma tahtsin uut Gears of War'i, sain uue Gears of War'i.
Marine 2.
See on ju Gears of War. Aga ilmselt ilma seina taha pugemiseta, sest need mehed ei poe seina taha peitu.
Gearsis ka ei poe seina taha peitu.
Mida Geerikule?
Kiirsile seina taga peitub võidu sisse põhiasi.
Ilusad suured pikslid.
Miks ma seda mängu tean? Kas siuke mäng jälle mitte olemas
olnud? Yes, Sir Grace.
Miks ta siis tehakse veel?
Sest järelikult on turgu.
No ei ole ju. Saaks palju panemat raha neid ostjaid, kui teeks midagi korralikku.
Now it is time for another global game announcement, and this one comes from the minds of Saber Interactive, Focus Entertainment, and yes, horror master John Carpenter. It's a brand new world, a brand new story, and looks like a heck of a lot of fun.
Kas just ei olnud samalt seltskonnalt midagi just näinud?
Saber ja Focus. Saber, no venelaste mängi ühesõnaga.
Sina olid see, kellele Saber meeldib, eks?
Jaa, see venelaste gäng. Ta on suht munad mängudega.
We gotta be ready.
Mis nad tegid siin? Maadrunneri tegid nad, jah?
NBA Playgroundsi ja Shaq Fu 2 ja...
Okei. Siis me võime kaliibrit juba umbes aimata.
3, 2, 1.
Nägi ilus juba välja. Ja siis tulid mingid lollakad kollid jälle.
Ega soundtrack igid on juba jah.
No jah.
Gameplay, jah. See näeb ikka odav välja. Odav välja.
Mis mäng selle satsiga ette anda taheti? Mingi mäng pidi just Saberi kätte minema ju.
No see Star Wars.
Just.
See on paras frantsiis meile, see on piisavalt. Piisavalt sinna kohta juba tambitud.
Aga seal vahet ei ole, kas Asper või Saber. Samasugused. Rahvas on excited saalis igal juhul.
More unexpected collaboration. Sean Carpenter and Saber Toxic Commando. That looks tons of fun. You guys think any of those zombies made it?
Who needs 30 FPS when you get a 15 FPS?
Full 1.0 release of Baldur's Gate 3.
Frame drops galore.
A new member is joining the cast. We're about to see the reveal of Lord Mkuubis, the commander of a mechanical army of steel walkers.
Sinna mängu saab ka uppuda jälle, nagu Zelda uppusingi.
Voiced by a familiar name.
See vist kahjuks ei ole Switchi peal.
Kuultud tulevad uued pudelid kogu aeg, ma vaatan. Uued klaasid, uus sisuklaasid ja uued pudelid.
Homme tuleb raske päev.
Seda pole nii kerge mängida kui Zelda tuli.
To defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without.
You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them.
Robocop, ja.
A new age is upon us.
Ma praegu vaatangi, et issand jumal küll.
Nice socks. Okei.
Mis te mu mänguga teinud olete?
But it cannot be an equal. You can be my equal. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. They can only break. I want to leave this city to glory, not scorch its earth.
Friends, allies, to my side. Let us usher in a new dawn. This city is mine!
I'm not ready to call you enemy. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
Tea, mul vaikselt huvi kukkus praegu.
Täitsa mängib, sobib. Jätkuvalt, andke siia.
Gortash.
Baldur's Gate 3 is on track, Sven tells me, still for the end of August, and we can't wait to check that
Jeff hakkab ära võsima.
This fall, Marvel
Tal on pool saadet alles läbi.
Spider-Man 2 exclusively to PlayStation 5. Sounds like you guys are a little hyped.
No nii,
Tell us
Ämblik
more.
Mees 2.
Is Brian Intihard,
Näed,
game
rahvas
director
hakkas kohe
at Insomniac.
sekundit huligama.
Thanks for coming by. I know you guys are deep in development. First of all, it looks like we have some fancy art behind us.
Kas meil on crunchi näoga või?
Kui väsid poiss on juba
öeldud. Natuke nagu tundub alati.
Box art näed.
Absolutely. Peter and Miles, we're so excited about this experience that you guys are doing with these sort of two characters. We saw some great gameplay.
Ei jõua lonksu võtta, kui tuleb uus võtta.
There may be more.
There are more out there.
Näe, Ghost jääb jänni juba.
We obviously Craven, we got the reveal.
Ghost on laua all juba vasti.
So tell us a bit about
Ghost otsi muud pudelit lihtsalt kuskilt ka.
Otsi muud pudelit.
Tellib Boltiga uut on jookki kiirelt endale.
Ei.
Leitud. Lapsel käest ära käest.
Marvel characters that live in New York City. So Peter, Miles,
and
others. He's on the hunt.
Ei no, järgmise aasta sellega...
Klassikaline heavy karumees on seal. Klassikaline kahemõõgamees. Klassikaline püssimees.
Oh, there you go.
No nii.
Good reaction to the art.
I'm glad
you're happy. I don't know how much you're going to tell us about Venom. Is this
Vaata, kes see Venomit tahtis? Sina tahtsid Tarmo või?
What's the origin of Eddie Brock Venom? Or?
It is not Eddie Brock.
Okay.
It is not Eddie Brock.
Tarmo, Marko loodab ühe puteliga hakkama saata.
Obviously, we love Venom for a reason.
Yeah.
All those things you love about the character are going to be there. But how the story
plays out,
who is Venom?
Ei lõppe hästi sulle.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. There's a bit of a tease. Now, obviously, the symbiote is a big part of the gameplay, and one of the things I think we were all struck with the footage that you showed at the PlayStation Showcase was, how that is going to really impact the gameplay when you're playing as, Peter. So tell us a bit about that and how the gameplay is going to be dramatically different.
Yeah, I mean, I think you saw it in just the raw power, the strength, and even the transformation of Peter's moves in that gameplay reveal.
Yeah.
We call him the acrobatic improviser, him and Miles, but you can tell there's a lot more strength, a lot more raw power, aggression.
Mida teised vastased lihtsalt seisavad ootavad. No päriselt või?
Nende kord ei ole, nagu tas aru ei saa, noh.
Easy'ga mängitaksegi niimoodi. Ajakirjanik rasku osta on see.
Viisakad inimesed kõik ootavad enda korda.
I know the journey is also more expansive. You've got Queens, Brooklyn, so even more of sort of
city. I mean, the city is pretty much doubled in size. So it's Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn, and then being able to use the web lanes to traverse at speeds way faster than before is really awesome.
Hugely ambitious game you guys have been building.
Palju tuvisid püüda.
We saw at the PlayStation event,
sa pead lihtsalt kauem puhtist tahan olema, seal on kiire reisimine.
We're like getting close to that. Are you guys feeling confident that
see Venom gameplay meenutab mulle seda, aitan nüüd öelda, prototüüpi.
I know you like exclusives.
Yes.
See tüüp seal laval näeb välja nagu ta oleks seda excited mängu mänginud.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, let's take a look.
Let's take a look.
Ja vaatame.
No ei muidugi näitas seda meile juba, aga vaatame siis veel. Nii, mis, kõik, okei.
Nad ju ütlesid, et neil on veel kraami needeta.
Kuupäev.
Pikad juhtmed, kell on liiga palju.
Wrapping up the game.
Kell on liiga palju.
Aga mis see kuupäev oli?
20. oktoober, jah. 20. oktoober. Seda enne oli pool, jah.
Aga ta oli very confident.
Very confident. Ma küll spekuleerisin selle peale, kui Sony üritusel veel kuupäeva ei näidata. Ma mõtlesin küll, et come on.
No siis krõmpsutati vihaga peale Sony üritusel paar nädalat
töötas. No lihtsalt nad olid Jeffile lubanud ka midagi jätta. Väikese kondi. Gameplay oli Sony enda üritusel, aga Jeffile jätti siis väike kont.
And some huge bosses too.
Et valgete tossadega mees saaks lavale rääkima tulla. Mis tuli kuupäevaga. On 11 läbi juba, no selge. Aega nüüd. Nii, jätta, kes pool on veel ees, jah?
Jah, pool saadet on veel ees.
Jaa, see läheb natuke.
Ongi Pokemoni mäng või?
Ja mõtlesingi, Palver, see on see Pokemoni mäng.
vist päriselt minema varsti midagi juua otsima. No, kui see Pokemoni aeg ongi paras ära käi.
Rannis nad seal ütlesid, et ei, et tegelikult on seda Spider-Mani on meil ikka päris hulgi veel teile näidata enne, kui see välja ilmub. Enne, kui see ära tuleb. Huvitav, et Jeffil ei tahetud siis ikka mingit gameplay'd näidata anda.
See nüüd. See on Black Desert Online. Netirollikus.
Aga ei, Bastardo seal Black Desertis pidi ikka päris palju rahvast olema. See pidi üsna popp olema. Ma vist ei jõudnudki seda tegelase tegemisest vist kaugemale selle mänguga.
Ma jõudsin, aga esimesed sidequestid olid juba nii mögad, et sinna kustasse mängu lihtsalt ära.
Our story is more than what hobbits and elves know.
Mul on mingi uus Lord of the Rings või?
Ei ole, see on see...
Gollum.
Ei, see päkatsete mäng.
Päkatsete mäng.
Aita nüüd öelda nime.
Nii, jah. Tigi võõld.
Ei ole, sellest on esimene järg. Esimene osa on olemas. Mis see nüüd on?
On ju Lord of the Ringsi mäng?
On jah vist?
Ära ütles, see on jälle Amazonil.
Peab olema, sest mainis Mariat seal. Return to Moria.
Stardo hoiab kahe käega peast kinni.
Mingi indie-rämps ka.
Saate ekraani pealt skännida special offeri.
Saad 50 taala alla 2000 eurosest monitorist.
Juba näidata seda.
No aga äkki sa ei näinud, vaata korra veel. No reklaam põhimõtteliselt.
Ta näitab seda, et kui sa ostad selle kalli monitori, siis sa saad seda Samsung Game Hubi kasutada.
Exciting new mobile game from a legendary franchise.
Exciting!
Don't you guys on phones?
Kas tõesti nii vähe mänge on, et nüüd peab mobiilimänge ka näitama hakkama?
Tead küll, kus raha on.
Final Fantasy.
Sephiroth. Ei, kesab. Ongi Final Fantasy 7 remake'i teine osa tuleb otse mobiilidele.
Tundub nii, Bastardo, tundub nii. Seal saab kindlasti mingi, ma ei tea, tegelasi osta ja midagi veel. Palju mikromaksed, palju mikromaksed. Ja ega rahvas läheb ja ostab ju õudselt.
Ei, see ei ole remake mobiilile. See on midagi muud. Final Fantasy 7 Ever Crisis.
Pre-registration for Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis has just started, and users will have the chance to participate in an upcoming closed beta test. Now, speaking of Final Fantasy... No. Today, during Summer Game Fest, DoorDash has your back. You can get a free burrito when you order from Taco Bell using the code GameFest.
Saate burrito Taco Bellist.
Chance to win a Final Fantasy 16 prize pack. DoorDash, stay in your game. Yep, we got you. All right. Now here's a look at the game we debuted last year at TGA. Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden, the story of two ghost hunters in the haunted wilds of North America.
Miks Taco Bell Euroopasse ennast ei laiendada taha?
Euroopas ei söö takkosid eriti.
Life to the living, death to the dead.
Eurooplased pole eriti takko inimesed.
No on ju küll, need Eurooplased igast takkokodi firmasid on. Okei, burrito firmad on.
Jah, burrito seda meil küll, aga takko on...
No nad müüvad takkosid ka.
We bring closure to those who don't. I want us back, Red.
Ma ei tea, ka munivaksid peal olema.
Don't Node'i mäng uus.
No.
Väga huvitava stiilis.
Iseenesest Don't Node. Noodi peale võiks nüüd üles argata. Valikupõhine mäng. Üllatus.
Do we part forever?
Come out, wherever you are. Come on, show yourself.
Red.
Every bloody time.
Banishers, okay.
See see uus Yakuza nüüd või? Yakuza, Like a Dragon.
Jah. Seda said juba näinud juba.
Starfieldi saad Bastardo saad pühapäeval. Pühapäeval siis, kui meie saade hakkab.
Kodoneimu Jorju.
Nüüd on vähemalt Omar excited, on ju?
Ma ei tea. Mul on endiselt veel vahepeal päris mitu mängu mängimata.
Võta ennast käsile nüüd.
Kas ma siin pikad mängud üsna ühesugused vaatega saan nüüd järjest teha. Aga ikka tundub, et lähevad reaala võitlusse tagasi, jah?
Kõik ootavad jälle.
Kiri on tagasi ja ma olen sellest rohkem excited, kui ma 7 olin. Sest minu jaoks käigupõhine asi on niisugune pihukonsooli asi, ma ei viitsi konsoolidega teha.
Kas 7 ei saanud switchida seda ümber?
Ei.
Aga tundub, et siis ikkagi nad ei saanud selle... Õigeid nägusid näitas juba vähemalt, et kõik on hästi.
Hea näeb välja küll,
jah? Ei, ma isegi natuke olen excited, jah.
It is 7:32 a.m. I hope you have a productive day.
Kas see on see veealuse järgelda või?
Good morning, just stand.
Subnautica.
Jah. Ma ei tea. Kas see Subnautica 3 siis juba või?
Looks like we're good.
Oli 2 tükki juba väljas või?
2 on väljas kindlasti kohe.
Üks oli tavaline, teine oli mingi... Tallinna, kord ma ei mäleta midagi.
How long has it been now? 3 years.
Under the Waves on selle mängu nimi siis.
What sort of operation are they running down here? They shouldn't be here. Is someone there? This doesn't make sense. Is someone else down here?
Under the Waves on...
No.
Quantic Dreami uus mäng.
Are you there?
Ma just mõtlesin üks päev, et millega Quantic Dreams tänapäeval tegeleb. Nad pidid Star Warsi pidid tegema, eks?
Quantic Dream nime ma ei näe.
Quantic Dream on välja andnud, okei. Quantic on välja andnud, jah. Ikkagi teeb see sama paralleelstuudi.
Call of Duty. Well, there's a new Call of Duty coming this fall along with Warzone Mobile. Today we're going to give you the first ever look at Season 4 of Modern Warfare 2 Warzone launching next week. Here's your first look at Vondel, a new Warzone location with points of interest, including a medieval castle, a soccer stadium, and an abandoned zoo. Yep. It's all happening.
Bastardo saab nüüd excited olla.
There you go.
Ei istu enam, jah. Battlefield on kuidagi ära kandnud.
Paar viimast on, isegi mitte paar, päris mitu viimast mängu on korralikult kõrbenud, jah. No.
Ta on Battlefieldi korda teinud või? Ta on mängitav või? Marko magab meil kuskil. Marko, Call of Duty.
Season 4 next week. Today is a big day for video games, but also a
huge day for
Porsche. The iconic German automaker turns 75 years old today. And to celebrate their contributions in the automotive and gaming space, and we've all raced a 911 in some point at a game, Xbox has teamed up with Porsche for a limited edition run of 75 consoles inspired by 6 famous Porsche race cars. And I'm thrilled to debut the first design here today inspired by the Porsche 963 that's racing this weekend at the 100th running of the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Let's take a look.
Le Mans on jah, juba laupäeval, jah. Laupäeval pühapäeval. Ja üks Eesti poiss sõidab seal ka muideks. Seega.
Noh. Vau. Kas saavadki kõik inimesed osta sel korral või?
Here it is. The Porsche Xbox Series
X.
These custom consoles are not for sale.
You
can enter for a chance to win one right now at Porsche Xbox.
Ei saa. Unustage ära.
Porsche and Xbox social channels for additional opportunities to get your hands on these special consoles. All right. Next. Phoenix Labs are building the next great entry into the cozy farm sim genre, a cozy game inspired by classics like Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley. Previously announced for
No nad varasemalt on teinud, ma ei saa aru, Xbox Series X-iga on mingi jama neile. Xbox Series X-iga on mõnitavad kasutajad.
Nad ei jõua teda niigi, nüüd juba jõuavad toote, eks. Nüüd võiks ju teha midagi.
Sony ju samamoodi, Sony lasi ju selle Final Fantasy 16 kaane teinud Jaapanis välja, eks ole. Ja puldi enne. Pidasid vastu mingi 2 minutit. Et see oli puff, kõik läbi mööda. Miks?
Xbox One ajal ja seal enne seda, seal nad ikka genereerisid, need ikka posu ikka pidevalt tuli neil kogu aeg, iga aasta tuli midagi. Aga nüüd Series X-iga on nagu täiesti null.
Ikaldus, öeldakse selle kohta. Korralik ikaldus.
Samal ajal Nintendo viskab iga aastaks uue välja. Vähemalt ühe, jah, kui mitte 2, eks.
Ja tekib raha, sest on vaja müüa konsool ühele inimesele 10 konsool maha.
There it is, Fae Farm and Mortal Kombat in the same show, only at Summer Game Fest. Now, please welcome Ben Brode, Chief Development Officer and flannel enthusiast at Second Dinner, the developers behind the popular collectible card game Marvel Snap. What's up, Ben? Man, you guys have been on fire. Last time I saw you was at the Game Awards when you won Best Mobile Game. Seems like you've been very busy. We're excited about the Spider-Verse content you've been doing.
Star Wars
it's been exciting. We've been doing a bunch of features, some of the wildest cards we've ever made, and some new game modes. Yeah.
Ben Brody.
Is that a segue?
I'm so
Certainly,
excited.
yeah. I'm excited to announce Marvel Snap's biggest update ever. We have a new game mode coming next week. It's Conquest mode. It's a great way to get a super competitive experience.
Miks sa seda konsoolidele viska ikka veel?
You don't have to wait till next week. If you haven't tried Marvel Snap, go download it right now on your mobile device or early access on Steam.
All right, Ben. I love the enthusiasm. That's you. You're made for YouTube. All right. Well, we heard you brought something fun with you for us to watch, right?
Oh, yeah. So, listen, I am incredible at card games, so I often win. But some people...
Marvel Snap pidi mega populaarne olema.
Some people lose.
Ma ei tea, mis kraami see tarbinud on, tundub hea kraam olevat.
No nad mängivad ka seal lava taga seda excited mängu, noh. Kõik. See ei ole tähele pannud või?
Cue the tape.
Oh, snap.
Okay, I don't have an ideal hand of cards here, but that's fine. I'll see what I draw in future turns. Anyway, let's reveal the first location.
Labuntus 1. Each player destroys their deck.
Okay, I guess I will work with what I have. I'll play Medusa on location number 2. She gets +2 power. And let's see the next location.
Clover Dangerfield has a 25% chance of destroying your count.
Okay, well, I mean 25%
well, I have some powerful cards in my hand, so I can just wait. Let's see the next
ta mängib nüüd iseendaga, eks.
Players cannot play 4, 5 or 6 cost cows.
Kuskil peab mingi brand olema.
Also, if you don't play a card this turn, you have 0 friends.
No näed, jah, täpselt, selles see point oli.
Still to come, we're going to look at Immortals of Avium from EA Originals.
Et kogu selle entuka peale, mis see tüüp sealt lavalt paiskas eetrisse, siis tuli selline treiler.
Compare top credit cards side by side with your wallet and start maximizing your cashback rewards on everything from Wi-Fi to headsets. Now, here's a look at King Arthur Legends Rise, a new cross-platform UE5 game for mobile and PC, a Fantasy Squad RPG adventure that is available to pre-register today.
Kas mitte mingi King Arthuri mäng ei olnud Eerikul mingi hetk?
Arthur, I have sacrificed everything to save your kind.
Ja kõik räägivad täna nagu
draakonid.
Sest see on hästi mehine. Kõigiga on hästi suured kirjad. Ja haamrige ja munad.
See on jälle mingi MMO jälle või?
Raudselt.
Ei, see on King Arthuri mäng. See mängib ühte King Arthurit vaata mingi hetk.
King Arthuri mäng on igasugused.
See on Queen Arthur.
See on actual gameplay.
No mingi mobiilimäng jälle.
Noh. Issand jumal küll. Miks küll?
Fork knife.
Do you remember the fall? The gloom descended on Skylight.
Ei ole fork knife.
See ei ole.
And paid a terrible price. You fell and the world was broken.
Paladins või mis see oli mäng? Paladins järg.
Paladins 2.
Pigem mingi uus sisu, lõputud mängud.
Ei, aga see on Paladin, see on tasuta.
Wayfinder, okei.
Seda ma olen kuskil kuulnud juba.
See on maailma kõige geneerilisem nimi muidugi üldse.
Noh! See on sinu võeti.
See eelmine oli Warframe'i arendajalt muuseas. Digital Extremes.
Oota, mis see Epic tegi? Epic võttis mingi asja kordi Steamist maast. Concord ja Galaxy.
Project under construction.
What did you say, guys? One more game?
Good morning, scavenger.
Oh, muidugi, jah. Lõpski selle Stellarisega ka lõputuseni. Paradoks ikka mõnusalt lõpsab oma asju. Kõige nukram on see, et nad muudavad mängu ennast ka muudavad.
Captain's log, stardate 43152.4. Our fleet is cautiously entering hostile territory, and the crew is standing by in case they want contact.
We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships. Your culture will adapt to service us. Resistance is futile.
Resistance is futile. Exterminate. No selge siis.
Hey there, Summer Game Fest 2023. It's Will Arnett here. Yeah. Right?
yeah, right.
My buddy Anthony Mackie and I have been working on this for some time now. We're really excited to share with you Twisted Metal, which is streaming only on Peacock starting July 27th. And I'm very excited to share a sneak peek of the character of Sweet Tooth, who I had the pleasure of voicing. Hope you enjoy it. Check it out.
This is gonna be fun.
Oh. Payday 3, jah?
Mäkki.
Ei, Sweet Tooth seriaal, mis see, kui Twisted Metali seriaal, noh.
I'm guessing you don't fight much outside of your car now, do you?
Look, clown. I don't need 4 wheels to kick your ass.
Tundub päris halb.
On live action, ju.
Any chance we can get this back in the cars?
How about a little kill music? She had dumps like a truck. That's like what? All night long.
Let me see that thong.
Like it when the beat go?
Da-da-da-da.
Baby, let your booty go.
Da-da-da-da.
Girl, you want to show?
Da-da-da-da.
Thong. Do you love the silver-haired god? Don't lie to me.
Yeah, man. Look, I listened to Unleash the Dragon so many times.
Sellist Twisted Metali me tahtsimegi või?
Ilmselgelt.
You said you were coming to my show, and then you shot at me.
It was a misunderstanding. I've been getting shot at ever since I
Anthony
can
Mackie
remember.
laulavad.
It's forced habit, I guess.
Funk songi. Kõik jutud. Ikak. Okei.
Jõus peab vasti vee peale üle minema, vaatan.
Näed, ma saan sünni peal vaadata.
Allows you to do just that. Brought to you from France, here's the world premiere reveal trailer of Lisfunga, the Time Shift Warrior, coming later this year to PC.
Omar, ma panin meie sinna Discordi praegu pildi.
Nii, kohe lähen vaatan.
Goddess of Time. Receive my light, Lisfunga. Let this power flow through you and fight again alongside your past selves.
See Spider-Mani pilti mõtled või?
Jep.
see ei näe üldse väga halb välja. Stiiluk on äge. Ujud, siit ei saa praegu veel aru olla. Miks? Paremad kujud välja näevad, nagu nad oleks sellest väga Assassin's Creedist.
You're not the only one who can be in multiple places at once.
Saint checkas. Nii. Spider-Man 2 Collector's Editioni pilti vaatasime, millised selituseks olgu öeldud.
On hästi palju lisakostüüme ainult Collector's Editioni ostjatele.
Hästi palju kosmeetikat.
All right, next up is a brand new IP from Ascendant Studios, a single-player, first-person magic shooter called Immortals of Avium. It's fast and fluid. It's an FPS in a fantasy setting, kind of like Doom with magic. It also has a great cast led by Darren Barnett as the main character, Jack, and he joins us now. Hey, Darren.
Hey, guys.
Great to have you with us.
How you doing? Thank you.
This is such a cool game, super high production value, spectacular gameplay. Tell us about the guy you play. You're the main character, Jack, right?
Such a cool game.
The main character, Jack, as seen behind me. He's a battle mage that controls all 3 forms of magic, triple threat. He's brash, he's funny, but he gets the job done.
Well, it's the gameplay, as we've seen, is just so fast-paced. There's so much action in it, with all the spells, the spell casting, and the magic. What can you tell us about the story and sort of how this battle mage, Jack, comes in? He sort of becomes a battle mage, right?
Yeah, he kind of comes from nothing. He's, I guess they call him a street rat, is what he was. But he, during a time of intense trauma, he summons the power to control magic. Becomes part of the Immortals, which is like the elite Navy SEAL squad of this world called Avium, and they are in the middle of an ever war fighting for the control of magic.
Okay. You have a great cast. You, Gina Torres in it. Lots of amazing actors in this incredible, really high production value game that's coming out this summer. We don't have to wait long for it. And I know you brought something with you to share today, which is a gameplay sequence, which is one of the most epic sort of parts of the game, right?
Yeah. So this is a wild part of the game. This trailer is going to be showing you the Immortals and myself confronting Sandrak directly, who is the top villain of this game, and trying to end the Everwar. And it's taking place in like one of the most badass levels of a video game I've seen. We're battling on top of a 400-foot mech in the middle of the ocean as it moves around. It's wild, so let's take a look.
All right, let's take a look at some brand new gameplay from Immortals of Avium, which comes out this summer for PC, PS5, and Xbox. Thanks, Darren.
Thank you.
No, tuleb sel suvel välja.
Sandrax literally pushed us to the edge. Everyone that can fight already.
Star Wars.
And we're still losing.
No näe, on ju maagiat seal siin. Näeb ju minu meelest väga Warspokeni klooni moodi välja, ei ole või?
Ei. Warspokeni kombat ilmselt pisib majesesti kaarega selle peale.
What's our bearing, sir?
North by northeast, 5 knots.
We'll catch him, sir.
Story'le ka umbes, ma ei tea, kohati minutis Forspokenit.
Mille story?
Selle story, ka tänavalt.
Ma ei tea veel selle story't.
Tänava hulgus.
Kuidas ma FPS-i mulle ei meeldi. Napikud. VR-is võib olla, sure, okei.
Forspoken oli ka ju mingi FPS.
Ei, Forspoken on Final Fantasy 15. Forspoken ei ole FPS. Forspoken on action RPG. Nagu toimub nii palju ja nii palju mingid säravaid sädemeid ja mida kõike. Nagu miks seda vaja on?
Ghostil on keel sõlmus.
Ei, kaame, haame, Dragon Balli sõjahüüd.
Iial respawn'i ei oleks, kas sealt üldse midagi tuleks või? Okei, viimane Need for Speed vist ka enam vähem oli.
Praegu poolteist tundi on siis nagu seda üritust olnud. Ei, okei. Tarmo tegelikult leidis oma selle Dragon selle questi klooni.
Jah, Dragon see sama tegijate mäng.
Ja Omar leidis selle Laika Dragoni.
Dragon questi selle järje Sandland vist oli seda. Selle võtan hea meelega ette kunagi. Kui see kunagi ilmub.
Kõik Dragonid. Dragon's Dogmat ilmselt näiteks täna oli ka nii.
Võiks mulle ka mingit mängu need pakkuda keegi.
Jah, otsige E-Dragonile ka mõni Dragon.
Love that we get to show you guys so much amazing raw gameplay today, and that game looks incredible. Coming out this summer from Ascendant and EA. Now, one game that constantly reinvents itself is Fortnite. And tomorrow, Chapter 4 Season 3 Wilds launches. And today, Summer Game Fest is debuting the cinematic trailer to preview the season. The center of the island has collapsed, revealing a vast, hidden jungle with ancient secrets to discover. And of course, there's a whole new Battle Pass lineup where you can unleash the power, yes, of Cybertron. Here we go.
Muidugi uus Battle Pass midagi nad veel. Et selle mängu ikka veel mängitakse. See ka nagu inimesed ära ei tüdine lõpuks sellest. Viimasel ajal lobitakse igale poole mingid draakoneid või neid saurused, jah. Mingi sauruste hooaega pihta hakanud. Vasakule paremale need saurused. Transformer ka, jah? Okei.
Transformeri film tuleb kohe ju. Seda vaja reklaamida.
Ja mitmes see on nüüd siis juba?
See peaks nagu reboot olema natukene. Seal ei olegi mitmes, vaid ta on selle nii-öelda Bumblebee järg.
Spin-off siis on?
Ei, no Bumblebee rebootis kogu selle Transformersi filmi universumi. Ja nüüd siis Rise of the Beasts on nagu Bumblebee järg. Ehk ta nüüd teine osa.
Fortnite Wilds launches tomorrow. Well, finally, guys, it's time to get to our grand finale. And it is a deep honor for me to present this game. What you're about to see is a world premiere trailer that gives us a new look at an expansive world we can't wait to explore again.
Are we excited yet?
This game comes from a studio that surprised the world and redefined the RPG genre with its iconic characters and rich storytelling. I want to thank them for this trailer for one of gaming's most anticipated upcoming releases.
Gearbox.
The rumors were true.
No, mis?
No.
We're still here at the scene of this terrible disaster caused by a massive tornado which swept through sectors 0, 1, and 2. Amidst the wreckage of the expressway, search and rescue operations are already in progress.
Rollikad pidi olema. Mis kõik pea peale keerab.
Wow. Just look at it all. It's so green. Even after everything we've done to it, it's still going strong.
It may look that way, but in reality, it's barely hanging on.
Tarmo on kuidagi vait.
Ma vaatan trailerit.
Jah, last on naudi rahulikult ära sega.
Tarmo ootas seda pikalt.
Ma ootas seda mängu pikalt. Seda saada välja kaifida.
Näed, Chocobo Race.
Väga suure mõõgaga mees.
Life's dream. It is the very essence of our star. The blood coursing through its planetary veins.
According to Hojo, they're connected to Sephiroth. Shadows of the man, I believe he called them.
Sephiroth was in Midgard. We fought him. Whatever happened, he's alive.
But why come back now? After 5 years, doing who knows what?
5 years, jah? 5 aastat poolt.
Well now, think we woke it up.
Angered it, more like.
Nüüd siis 2025.
Feast your eyes on the Turk's latest and greatest, Elena.
She may be new, but she's still a Turk.
Final Fantasy Rebirth.
Kuidas välja näeb ja mujal.
They say she's a monster.
Fucking hell.
That she can peer
Pardon my French.
Into the very depths of your soul. That she can become those you hate.
On ka nüüd lõpuks vana põlvkonna üle parda visanud, ma loodan.
Those you love.
You murdered my dad. You burned my village.
You know that I killed her. So, who is she?
Et see on siis selle vahumängu lisapakk. Tule 2024. Kahel plaadil PlayStation 5-le.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth coming early 2024. PlayStation 5. Nomura-san, thank you so much. All right, that's going to do it for Summer Game Fest, our live showcase. But that is not the end of Summer Game Fest. Stay tuned this weekend for updates on many more games during SGF Play Days, a hands-on event for media here in Los Angeles, including Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, as well as the Xbox and Bethesda showcase on Sunday. Right now, though, stay tuned for Day of the Devs from I Am 8-Bit and Double Fine, which celebrates the independent game culture with a number of new game reveals over the next hour. We'll see you this summer, later this summer on August 22nd for Gamescom opening night live in Germany, and again in December when we come together here in Los Angeles to celebrate 10 years of the Game Awards. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.
Markus, homme vaata uuesti üle see, võta uuesti, et äkki missisid midagi head.
Kahe plaadi peal tuleb, jah. See tähendab seda siis, et ta on üle 100 giga. Ja nad tahavad sulle panna kogu mängu ikkagi plaatide peale ära. Aga see võiks esimene mäng vist olema, mis PlayStationi üle pika ja mitu plaadi peal tuleb.
Väga hea.
Aga vähemalt nad ei tee seda, et näed, siin on sulle plaadi peal on võti ja nüüd lae endale 200 giga alla.
Nii teema. Selles, et laed selle alla, siis lähed sama hunniga uuesti alla.
Hea tööd, Ghost.
Hea tööd, Ghost. Et annavad sulle kahe plaadi peale 2 võtit, jah?
Jah.
Sõbrale ka.
Aga ööd Ghost, jah. Küll see sai paari kapp tühjaks joodud.
Ega see kaua jakkas üleval kõid olla, kui oled iga excited'i peale lonksu pandal.
Nii, mis meil järgmised on? Meil on järgmisena...
Esmaspäeval on huvi, jah?
Xbox on enne.
Xbox on pühapäeval.
Jah, Xbox on kell 8 on pühapäeval. Siis, kui meil saade peaks olema, on Xbox.
Cuphead, see näeb küll äge välja. Võikski olla uus mäng sellise graafikaga. See on praegu kogu saate kõige ägedam trailer, ma ütleks tegelikult. On märkamatult see lõpp. Okei, uudist ei ole, aga trailer oli ägedalt.
Chical Edition.
Bubble Fine.
Hi everybody and welcome to the Day of the Dead Showcase. Thanks to Jeff Steele for being part of his Summer Games Fest. And thank you to all of you, the millions of people watching out. Millions of people? God, that can't be right. This thing has really grown since it started 10 years ago here in San Francisco. Day of the Devs was an idea from Double Fine Productions and their friends at IM8-Bit to put on a show that really celebrated video games and focused on the fans and the developers and brought them together to meet and celebrate games. It started as a live event here in San Francisco where we had developers showing their games, where people could play them and also listen to music and eat food and drink. And it was really just a festival of amazing creativity and a very inspiring event. And then during the pandemic, it became digital only. And now we're doing both, a live event and a digital showcase so people from around the world can enjoy all of these amazing games. We had a record number of submissions this year, more people wanting to be part of Day of the Devs than any year previously, and we have more world premieres today than ever before. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. And please, without further ado, enjoy Day of the Devs. Digital showcase. There would be effects on that. It looks sound good.
I'm pleased to introduce a brand new game from a team that is near and dear to my heart. This is from Greg Lobanoff and the team at Wishes Unlimited, who made incredible games like Wander Song and Chicory. Here's their new title, Beastie Ball.
See on mingi indie-rämpsu show ühesõnaga.
Tundub nii, jah.
See on see, jah, see...
Anderson. Okei, Anderson oli üsna keskpärane, aga noh. Natuke üle keskpäras. Chicory mulle väga istu, nii pool tunniks sellest proovisin.
Summer Game Festi indie järg on see.
Selle kinni pannu ühesõnaga.
Aga World Premiere tuleb sinna. Päris kohe mitu. Lubadus sulle. No äkki tuleb, ei tule õige. Võtta, ka Nintendo ei ole ikka veel midagi öelnud, kas tuleb või tule.
Käsi?
No arvatakse, oodatakse, fännid ootavad, et Nintendo Direct tuleb. Aga Nintendo on quiz.
No ta ei pea, pole meil hetke näidata vist. Me ei tea, nende sügise mängu ei tea. Suvemäng on Pikmin, aga sügise mängu ei tea. Selle peaks ta avalikustama.
Pikminis väidetavalt saab
tuua tegeleda. Everybody's want to switch.
Tuleb nii saa välja, aga Pikmin on see suurem. Pikmin on see suurem.
Ma tean. Isegi mina tean.
Sügisest mängu ei tea veel.
Sügist mängu, Mariot ei ole pikalt
olnud. See üllale saab mingi lisapakki teha äkki.
Ei, Mariot ei ole ju Mario mängu ühtegi pikalt olnud juba.
Mario mängu oleks ammu välja nüüd juba, et rahvas ootaks ja eeltelliks ja ostaks Switche.
Selle nad kindlasti, kui Mario tuleb, siis tuleb sellele eraldi Switch'ile teha. Nad ju lubasid, et sel aastal tuleb 2 seda Switchi. Üks täna olnud. Üks peaks veel olema.
So we're working with a really wonderful bunch of concept artists and spending a lot of time on each design. All beasties have a range of colors and sizes, and their poses and animations are all hand-drawn, which gives us lots of opportunity to express their personalities and their different ways of moving.
To help give each beastie that personality, we've been doing unique voices for them. Each one can express a range of emotions, and we've had a lot of fun performing that. But it's not all just friendships and rainbows. This game is about sports. You come from a tiny town built around the nature reserve.
You're kind of underdogs
Mkuubis,
one day when the Beastie Ball League shows up and starts tearing down the preserve to build a stadium. Your only way to stop the construction is to rise all the way to the top of the Beastie Ball League.
Right from the start of your adventure, you'll be able to see all the ranked teams on your map. You decide where to go, who to challenge, and in what order. And every time you defeat a ranked coach, the other ranked coaches become stronger. So no matter which way you go, you'll have a tough and exciting rise to the top.
We're so excited to finally
record this. It's a really
special project for us. And if Beastie Ball looks cool to you too, then
teevad mänge või ema lihtsalt teevad mingit mängu, siis jumal küll sa ei ütle.
Very, very soon, and we'd love to have your support. Thanks very much. We can't wait to talk to you more about Beastie Ball.
Igal on nad ei tundu mitte eriti excited sel taga.
No isaneb jäätsid pärast küll laud üle.
In Hyper Light Breaker, Heart Machine's follow-up title
Double
in the
Fine.
Hyper Light universe, you'll assume the role of a mercenary with some serious skills. You'll be entering the Overgrowth, an amazing open world with everything from lush rolling hills to deep labyrinths. They'll be comprised of both handcrafted and procedural elements, just how I like my levels. Like its predecessor, it'll be chock full of secrets and lore, sure to satisfy even the most curious explorer. You'll face off against enigmatic enemies, armed with an arsenal of weapons that you've crafted with the spoils of your previous battles. And for those die-hard fans that have been eagerly awaiting its release, we have some never-before-seen sneak peeks. This is Hyper Light Breaker.
Hello, I'm Alex, creative director at Heart Machine, and we're making Hyper Light Breaker.
See Märt avandiga.
See ei näe üldse Double Fine välja. Aga okay.
Hyper Light Breaker is a huge, stylish, bloody game. As is our MO, it's a game that's vivid but bleak, with a crumbling world that can be brutal and beautiful all at once. It's a major landmark for us, and the first of its kind, an open world game where you never return to the same world twice. You could say it's a mix of incredible open world games like Breath of the Wild, distilled into the format of a
protseduuriliselt genereeritud avatud maailm. Okay.
Play alone or with friends cooperatively.
Ühesõnaga No Man's Sky.
Breaker's narrative will be presented fully through visual storytelling, where you'll discover and decipher the mystery of this world and lost land from long ago. Every world will be different, loaded with dangerous creatures, razor-sharp combat, vast undead civilizations, and new discoveries in a mysterious, vibrant, yet horribly ominous atmosphere. Each biome in the world is different, with unique dangers, set pieces, and stories of their own. There will be massive bosses to take down in an open structure, dangerous, unique, and challenging sub-bosses scattered throughout runs. You'll pick up new gear, make new builds, unlock new characters, bring back more and more materials from runs.
No kõigil ei ole seda,
siis teeb osta Zelda.
No äkki ei ole Switchi.
Peab osta Switch. Switchi ma sain seda keelt ka mängida.
Nojah, aga vaata odavam on osta Indikas, kui hakata ostma väga kallist konsooli ja väga kallist täishinnaga mängu.
Indikat on ka millegi peal mängida, nii et mingi asi peab millegi nagunii ostma.
Hyper Light Breaker, okei.
Tüübil on ägedad küüned.
Üsna rohelised olid jah.
Ära tule purustaja. Hüperkerge purustaja.
Küüned harmoneerisid mängu tonaalsusega hästi erksa.
Let that anxiety go while you play. Simpler.
Let that anxiety go, ütles ta. Põhimõtteliselt oli see peaaegu ikkagi nagu excited, nii et see peaaegu loeb. Ta ise seal juures küll väga ei tundnud, ta ise oli väga chill küll see. No nii, väike unevool ka.
Hi there, welcome. I'm Lara.
And I'm Dragos of Stoneskip Studio. We are a small team from Transylvania and our mission is to create many
Transylvania.
Tarmo, sa otsisid Rumeenia mänge stuudiot. Palun.
And serves as a place from the past where you can be present.
Simpler Times follows Tyla on a heartwarming journey through her memories as she prepares to leave her childhood home.
No, see on unpacking, siis unpacking vastupidi. ehk packing.
We want you to slow down and savor the present moment by immersing you in time.
Resident Evil 4 kotisimulaator.
My favorite.
Through visual storytelling and mindful interactions, you will journey alongside her as she delves into her past and uncovers her authentic self.
Ei, aga oli meeldiv. Ma jätan teid juttu ajama. Magav ära, mul on konkreetne unekas.
Väga mõistlik plaan.
Ja indikas mind nagu nii eriti ei huvita.
Olgu peale, soovime kõigile head ööd siis.
Vana hea indirämps.
Hea indirämps. Aitäh, et vaatasite.
Saame ka lõiged ära, jah.
Tulge pühapäev tagasi. Siis mõnitame Xboxi mänge.
Aga teeme nii. Olgu siis.
Teeme nii. Yes. Ciao, paka.
Ciao.
And enjoy something meaningful. Simpler Times stems from stories we believe need to be told and heard. Inspired by this very place we're now sitting in, the game is a reflection of the physical spaces we spend time in and the memories we hold dear.
I've spent so much time here looking out the window. It's hard to believe that I won't see this view for a while.
We want to build a sense of awareness and appreciation for the world around us, encouraging you to reflect on your own memories and experiences.
Simpler Times is coming soon on PC and other platforms, so make sure to wishlist on Steam and follow us on social media.
Thanks for taking the time to listen. We hope you'll enjoy playing Simpler Times as much as we enjoyed creating it. Bye!
Bye!
It's like childhood is the beach and growing up is the sea. Can I still take all these seashells with me? Can I lock them in a chest with my memories?
This next game is from Sad Owl Studios and Thunderful Publishing. It's a really unique puzzle game built around a camera mechanic where the photos that you take become 3D worlds to explore. This is Viewfinder.
Viewfinder is a difficult game to describe in words, but if you saw it, you'd immediately recognize it.
What is this place?
It is a game that, gives players a lot of freedom.
What's an old photograph doing here?
You can take photos or find photos and then make them into real 3D spaces.
Hang on, did you just shift reality? Sick.
What makes it unique is the central mechanic where you're using a camera and pictures to reshape and reconfigure the world around you in order to solve challenges in creative ways.
It's such a unique experience, and I think everybody is just going to have a different experience of how they play Viewfinder, and that's just a really nice thing to it.
A perfect fit. An elegant solution.
That doesn't look right. You can rotate reality too!
If I was to compare Viewfinder to other games, I'd say it's like the gameplay of Portal combined with the visual illusions of Superliminal or Antechamber. People have also compared it to The Witness and Manifold Garden and various other first-person puzzle games. It's a puzzle game, but it's very sandboxy and playful and open-ended.
The whole concept of when we started is that when you actually create something, you do destroy a lot of things. And, that's just a very important lesson in creation. Viewfinder is created by different people. And, we have people from all over the world who have such a diverse and interesting cultures.
each character comes from a different culture. There's a lot of sort of culture-specific props and items and themes who you learn about, mostly through environments and environmental storytelling. And so we've tried to sort of make these special spaces that really represent that character, who they are, what they like to do.
I'm sure you noticed by now, but using film was always Mirren's idea. One of her many passions. Celia was always fond of games.
It's just very important for us to just put in what we know so that the rest of the world could also, have a glimpse of the experiences that we've had.
This must be the next stage. Let's go!
We received a record number of submissions for this Summer Game Fest edition of Day of the Devs, but this next game didn't actually come through that process. We have eyes everywhere, and the curation team is always looking for games. This next one actually came from Twitter because the creator was posting all these amazing GIFs, and we reached out via DM and asked if we could feature the game. So here it is, this beautiful, gorgeous, hand-drawn ghost story called Haunty.
Hello everyone, my name is Leo Dasso, and I'm with Moonloop. Together we're making a game called Haunty. The main mechanic in Haunty is that as a ghost you can haunt things and get access to their abilities. There's a big variety of things that you can haunt in this game. I think you'll have a lot of fun sort of exploring around and seeing what different things you can haunt and the abilities that they give you. Core mechanics resemble very much a twin-stick shooter. However, unlike twin-stick shooters, it focuses less on the high-intensity moments and more on finding creative ways to use the twin-stick paradigm to create fun solutions to the challenges in the game. Haunty follows the story of a ghost in the afterlife, and beyond that it really expands into a lot of ghosts in the afterlife and sort of the stories that they have. The progression and story of Haunty both center around collecting these stars, and the stars have this special ability that they give ghosts access to pieces of their past life that they've left behind. The environments and characters are all carefully crafted with a 2D hand-drawn style, so there's a lot of painstaking frame-by-frame animation work in there. And we have a fantastic soundtrack. So it all sort of comes together to give you this sort of tour through the afterlife, chilled out experience. If this is something you're interested in, be sure to wishlist it. It helps us out a lot.
Our next game is a bit of a blast from the past. It arrived on the scene around 12 years ago, quickly became the talk of the town, and won a handful of awards, including the Seamus McNally Grand Prize at GDC's Independent Games Festival. But then, shortly afterwards, both the game and its creator vanished. That game was Cart Life, a slice-of-life simulation game that put you in the shoes of various street vendors and tasked you with setting up a successful business selling bagels or newspapers. As the story unfolds, you'd soon find yourself making tough choices and trying to balance keeping your business afloat with the needs of your character and their families. It was a truly unique, powerful, and special game, and it's super sad that it's been unplayable now for the better part of a decade. But it gives me great pleasure to tell you that, lovingly restored and better than ever, Cart Life is back.
Hi, I'm Nick Herman. I'm with Ad Hoc Studio, and we're here to show you Cart Life. Cart Life is a retail simulator developed by Richard Hoffmeyer and was originally released in 2013, where it won a bunch of awards at the Independent Games Festival. For a variety of reasons, he ended up pulling it off Steam, but all of us at Ad Hoc are such big fans of Richard's work. Now we're partnering with him to help bring it back. In Cart Life, you can play as 3 different characters in any order. Each have their own unique background and circumstances, but what they all have in common is that they're trying to make it as street vendors. Melanie is a recently divorced mother and has moved back into her family home with her daughter, all the while trying to establish her new coffee cart. Andres is a Ukrainian immigrant who is trying to put down roots in a new town by opening a newspaper stand. And Vinny has big dreams, but never enough money to make it happen. He's hoping that selling his homemade bagels will help turn things around for him. Managing your own cart is not an easy job. Just like in real life, in Cart Life, your resources are limited. You need to take care of yourself and others, and how you prioritize the needs of your cart against the personal needs of each character will determine the outcome of their stories. The world of Cart Life is alive and filled with characters who are potential customers that you'll get to know as you try to build your business. There's no right or wrong way to play this game. What players choose to do with the time that they have with each character is entirely up to them. Everyone's experience will be different based on the choices they make, what they prioritize, and even the order in which they choose to play the characters. This release is going to have a bunch of new story content, new art, updated controls and mechanics, and we really look forward to sharing it all with you on PC and console later this year.
The skateboard renaissance has been going on for the last couple years in games, and as we get deeper into the grind revival, things are getting a little more avant-garde and daring. This next one gives you all that Tony Hawk mechanical goodness that you crave, but with a heavy helping of demons and brimstone. This is the world premiere of Hellskate.
Hello, my name is Jordi van den Bussen, also known as Kwobbelkop. I'm the CEO and founder of Phantom Coast, and today I'll be talking about Hellskate.
All right, Anton, first try. Here we go. No! That was a good combo! All right, that's it.
Too slow. Again?
Hellskate takes place in Wertheim. Here you play as Anton Falcon, a skater through and through. All Anton wants to do is skate at Wertheim's fabled beach, even if that means he has to go through the gods and monsters who will do anything to stop him and his skater friends from doing what they love most. The skateboard mechanics are very similar to the arcade-like games such as Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I mean, our lead game designer Steve actually worked on Tony Hawk's Underground.
It started a long time ago, the idea, and the far-off, far-flung land of 2002, I worked on a game called Tony Hawk Underground. And at the time we were working on it, we were thinking, man, this really looks a lot like an RPG or an action RPG. You have all these stats and you're upgrading and all this kind of stuff. It's super cool, super neat, right? But of course, we're bound to Tony Hawk, we're bound to the real pro skaters. It always seemed to me that skate graphics create and imply such an interesting world, but it's not a coherent world that you can visit. So that was one of the motivations behind Hellskate. Hellskate is a skateboarding roguelike game. It fuses together old school skateboarding with the tricks and traversal, manuals, grinds, jumps, balance meters with a roguelite structure.
Just like with other games in the roguelite genre, death is a central mechanic in the game. When you die in a run, thankfully you don't lose everything. You keep your resources which you can use to get permanent upgrades such as tattoos or skateboards, which act as weapons. The combat in our game can be described as a fast-paced skateboard hack and slash. While you have your light and heavy attacks, the core of the gameplay revolves around your skateboarding tricks.
The game should be quite easy for people to pick up and play. It has a combat system which is meant to be very friendly, very forgiving and rewarding, especially at the beginning. And then gradually it teaches you and ramps up the skill of the skateboarding, where you need it, when you need it.
Why did you stop me from skating?
Look at yourself. Your wing, your arm. What do you think happens when that gets to your head?
Thank you for watching this reveal of Hellskate. Wishlisting the game would mean the world to us. Thank you.
In our next game, Henry Halfhead, you play as Half a Head. That's it. That's the game. But it's so much more than that too, because you see, Henry can be many things, can be anything, in fact. He has the curious ability to be able to transform into anything he can reach. Using this peculiar power and perplexing form, you'll live the life of the title character, navigating sandbox situations crafted by Zurich-based developers Lululu Entertainment, and in so doing, maybe ponder the philosophical questions. Who is? How is? What does it mean to be Henry Halfhead?
Welcome! May I introduce you to Henry? Henry's not just anyone. If they're anything, they're, well, everything. Henry can transform into everything in their reach. Yes, everything. And that's how they manage their daily life.
The familiar noise of Henry's alarm clock announces the dawn of a new day. And it will keep ringing until Henry gets up and calms the nervous, quivering machine. Tick-tock, tick-tock. At least half awake, Henry is ready for their morning routine, which they usually start by making their bed. Staying in bed is tempting, but only leads to regret later. Henry knows that if you want to change the world, you have to start off by making your own bed. Completing this simple task in the morning gives Henry a little bit of pride and the feeling of control over their life. With part of the morning routine done, Henry was ready to freshen up. For hours, Henry could sit there, lifting the seat up and down, pretending it was a singing mouth. Not too hot, not too cold. Henry bought a turmeric soap. They didn't know, they just liked the color. It's actually great for their skin. That got all the dirt. Henry should now dry themselves. All clean and dry, Henry is now ready for a proper breakfast. Breakfast with a warm beverage is important, and so is keeping up with the news.
This week. That's all for now. Have a wonderful day.
The best drink Henry can make from beans. The candy of nature, delicious. Well fed and well informed, Henry has to get ready and pack for work. If Henry takes their lunchbox and leaves now, they can catch the 8 o'clock bus.
Double the Henry, double the fun. Play Henry's not-so-ordinary everyday life in co-op mode. Henry, everyday life with a twist.
Our next game is from Jeppe Carlsen, a creator who's perhaps best well known for his work as master puzzle creator on Limbo and Inside. We had the honor of working with him to publish 2 of his solo projects as part of Double Fine Presents: rhythm action platformer 140 and co-op arcade shooter Thoth, 2 of the most fiendishly well-designed and fun puzzle games I've ever played that truly give you a sense for and appreciation of Jeppe's contributions to those Playdead titles. His new game sees him teaming back up with Jakob Schmidt, composer of 140, and applying his trademark puzzle skills to a beautiful, mind-bending adventure game. This is Cocoon.
Hello, I'm Jakob, co-founder and audio director of Geometric Interactive in Copenhagen. I would like to show you what our amazing team has been working on for the last couple of years, our game Cocoon. Cocoon is an adventure game with multiple worlds, and each of these worlds are contained within an orb. Let me demonstrate by jumping out of the world which we are currently exploring. Just like that, we are now in a world outside. The orange orb here contains the world we were previously exploring. Let's jump out one more time. We are now in a world even further outside and can explore this world using the orange orb that we picked up. Orbs can be placed on switches to power devices and solve puzzles. And you can even throw them into pipes. You can use the hierarchy of worlds within worlds to solve interesting puzzles. For example, to safely avoid this moving barrier, you simply jump out of the world, let it pass by, and jump back in. Now, Cocoon is not only about exploration and puzzles. Within each world, you have to face a mighty guardian. Here is a first glimpse of one of these encounters. hope you look forward to exploring the mysterious worlds of Cocoon, releasing later this year on Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch.
And now, I'm pleased to bring you a title from French-Canadian developer Impossible. In this relaxing artistic exploration game, you play a painter with a watercolor brush and a whole city to explore. This game is more than appropriate for Day of the Devs Summer Game Fest edition because its title, Été, in French, translates to the word summer.
Hi, my name is Laszlo, and I'm the creative director at Impossible. We are a small Montreal-based indie studio working on our first title, Été. In Été, you see the world through the eyes of a painter, with every surface acting like a blank canvas, just waiting for you to fill it with color. Été means summer in French, because it's set in our French-speaking hometown of Montreal, Canada, as you step into the shoes of a painter who's traveling abroad for, well, the summer. This is a game for people who love pure exploration. You're free to roam open city scenes at your own pace, following your curiosity, getting sidetracked, and discovering secrets along the way. When you fill something with paint, you'll extract its color as droplets of experience, and as you level up, you'll become able to unleash larger splashes of paint that reveal a bigger part of the world at once. You'll also meet plenty of locals, taking part in their lighthearted, everyday anecdotes, and some of them will even commission artworks from you.
Whoa!
Using your bike, you can travel quickly back to your apartment and paint those commissions on canvas. That's where your creativity comes into play. At your easel, you can create gorgeous watercolor artworks using anything you've discovered in your expedition so far. Stamps on your canvas can be freely moved, resized, rotated in 3D, and even recolored. The canvas is pretty much your sandbox that lets you put your own spin on commissions. And if you're feeling inspired, you can paint as many creative artworks as you like without any kind of limitation. With hundreds of unlockable stamps at your disposal and dozens of commissions to inspire you, the only limit really is your imagination. Apart from living your best life as the friendly neighborhood painter, you'll also get to meet other like-minded artists, like Marianne, an ambitious photographer, and Theo, a talented musician, among many others. If you manage to befriend them, maybe they'll let you in on their best-kept secret, an abandoned building that could become your very own painting studio. But you'll have to dive into that story for yourself. It is coming out in 2024, and we hope you'll enjoy your adventures as a traveling painter in this lovingly crafted, whimsical summer world.
Hi everybody, how are you liking the show so far? This is the time where we take a brief break to talk about the long and complicated process by which we accept games into the nominating committee and all the legal ramifications and the technical rules that go with the accounting of the...
Tim, sorry. I thought that, yeah, I thought I was doing something here too.
All right, okay.
All right. Hey, Kelly from Indie Mega Booth here with a very exciting announcement. We're back. Woo! If you're a fan of indie games, you may have seen the Indie Mega Booth at shows like PAX West and PAX East over the last decade, bringing together a curated selection of the best up-and-coming indie titles. Games like Crypta the Necrodancer, Tunic, Disco Elysium, Spiritfarer, Celeste, Mini Metro, Astroneer, The Stanley Parable, and Papers, Please have all been part of the Indie Mega Booth community. If you're a dev, you'll likely know us from our industry work, such as our GDC showcases, our presence at Bit Summit, our global outreach and events, including a robust scholarship and grant program. And if you've never heard of any of this, well, that's fine. Just think of us as like a stepping stone into the games industry, where folks who love indie games can connect with each other, discover new games, and be part of a welcoming, diverse, broad, creative community. Indie Mega Booth has been in hibernation during the pandemic, but we are so excited to announce that we're finally waking up from our big long slumber, and we're ready to move forward with IMB 2.0. Head on over to our brand new website, indiemegabooth.com, and be Indie Know by signing up for our newsletter. Learn about new games, upcoming showcases, digital sales, and the best ways to help support the games and developers that you know and love. As we've always said, individually we're tiny, together we're mega.
We have another world premiere for y'all, and it's also really thematically appropriate for this showcase. You'll see why in a second. It's from the aesthetically amazing studio called Land and Sea. They're famous for the Alto series that you know and love, but this next one is not what you're expecting from them. It'll be herding your way. It'll be flocking your way. No, I like herding. It'll be herding your way next year. It's called Summerhill. It's about sheep.
Hi there, my name is Harry Nesbitt, and I'm the founder and creative director of Land and Sea. We're a small team from the UK, best known as the developers of the Alto's Adventure series. Now, over the last few years, we've been busy growing the team and laying the groundwork for our most ambitious project yet. It's an entirely new IP that aims to build on the themes that we care about most as a studio. And we're super excited to be able to share this exclusive first teaser with you today. So please take a look, and I'll be back at the end to tell you more. We hope you enjoyed this first look at our brand new game, Summerhill. To give you a little bit more detail, Summerhill is a story-driven puzzle game in which you play as a young shepherd and their dog. Together you'll be setting out to rescue your lost flock that have been scattered across the mysterious land that lies at the border of your home. Summerhill brings together gentle problem solving, fluid herding-based gameplay, and striking pastoral landscapes to tell a timeless coming-of-age folktale. As a team, we've been massively inspired by the rich history and cultural impact of sheep herding across the world. There are few people or places that haven't been impacted in some small way by the practice of shepherding. Even the name, Summerhill, is a name often given to highland pastures where sheep are taken to graze during the warmest months of the year. In many ways, sheep herding is in our DNA, and we really want to do justice to this timeless tradition and tell a story that could only be told in this way. We're also super excited to be working again with our longtime collaborator, Todd Baker. Todd is a composer and audio designer best known for his work on games such as Monument Valley 2, Dreams, and our very own Alto's Odyssey. We can't wait to share more with you, so if you'd like to be the first to hear about what we're up to, please head over to our Steam page to wishlist the game, or go to summerhill.game to join our mailing list. Thanks again, and we look forward to sharing more with you again soon.
Next up, we have an update on Eternites. This is from Studio Psy, essentially a one-person team with a few friends helping out on the side. And it's a dating action game. Now, you've heard a lot about this title.
Sorry.
What's happening?
I'm sorry, Greg. I know I shouldn't be interrupting Day of the Devs. But it's urgent. A virus has turned most of us into... I don't know how much longer we can hold out. It won't be easy, and the road will be long, but who knows? Maybe we'll find one more thing worth fighting for. Eternites is a dating action game that takes adrenaline-fueled combat and mixes it together with a heartfelt love story. Can I be honest for a moment? Sometimes with all these infected, it's too much. And it's during these moments that I'm happy to have someone to lean on. Fighting for our lives, solving puzzles, exploring dungeons. It all seems easier when you have someone special by your side to make things less scary. So... what now? Did you just shush me? Because the teacher might hear us. Hey. Have you ever passed a note to your crush? I mean, or you can just fight for friendship. That's cool and not... Wow, we are so cheesy. Mini-games! We have so many mini-games that can help you unlock unique skills and spells in battle. So yeah, you can fight monsters, explore dungeons, date? I mean, so many things like train, scavenge, date. Did I say date twice? Anyway, you have to manage and balance all these activities if you want to save the world. The clock is ticking. Okay, cool. Bye!
Wishlist now.
Next up, from Italian-Icelandic developer Evil Licorice, comes a nostalgia-fueled gadget-building sim that demystifies electronics engineering and allows you to share your creations with the community.
Hello everyone, I'm Marco Bancale from Evil Licorice, and I'm one of the designers of Retro Gadgets. Although it takes me forever to build something like this, I love the feeling of seeing something happening on a screen like this one when I rotate the knob or I press the buttons. And this is where the idea for Retro Gadgets comes from, is to being able to build digital gadgets with little effort. We love Pico 8 by Lexaloff because it brings you this retro environment where you can build your own games in Lua. And we also love Shenzhen.io by Zachtronics because it managed to teach you low-level programming effortlessly. And Retro Gadgets tries to take the best of both worlds and adds a layer of hardware building and customization. All this is packaged in a cozy and retro-inspired environment. We have a fantastic community and people have been creating insane gadgets that go well beyond our initial expectations. So please join our Discord server and check them out. Retro Gadgets is in early access on Steam and we have big plans in store. Bye.
If you've ever watched the Mars Curiosity rover on one of its missions, you very well may have become fascinated by one of the hyper-specific contraptions and gadgets it keeps on board to measure soil samples and hunt for traces of water. Our next game poses a very important question though. Sure, Curiosity can tell us the weather on a planet millions of miles away, but can it deliver a pizza? In Mars First Logistics from Shape Shop, you'll be given the task of carrying awkwardly shaped objects from point A to point B by assembling and piloting your very own Mars rovers. And in doing so, perhaps you will solve a pepperoni-based problems that truly matter.
Hello, I'm Ian McClarty from Shape Shop. We're a small team based in Melbourne, Australia, and we're making this game, Mars First Logistics. In Mars First Logistics, you'll be helping to establish a colony on the surface of Mars. You'll do this by transporting often awkwardly shaped objects between A and B, using vehicles that you design and build yourself. As you complete deliveries, the game will give you new toys to play with. The game is set in a vast open world, and you're free to pick and choose which jobs you'd like to take on. There's a mix of procedurally generated side jobs and handcrafted main contracts. In the main contracts, you'll be helping to construct new buildings in the game's world. One of the main challenges in the game is figuring out how to pick up each item and deliver it safely to its destination using the parts that you have available. And as you build up your collection of parts, more creative options will become available to you. And I think a lot of the fun in the game is just messing around and being creative in its editor. And finally, I'm really excited to announce that Mars First Logistics will be launching into Steam Early Access on the 22nd of June. That's just 2 weeks away, and we're really looking forward to seeing what everyone builds in the game. Thank you.
You'd think the aftermath of a worldwide flood would be pretty bleak, right? Well, UK and Denmark-based studio Die Gute Fabrik has a different take. From the studio that brought you Mutazione and Sports Friends comes the all-new adventure set in the sprawling post-flood world of Saltsea. The adventure unfolds differently with every decision, so there's always something new to see in your next playthrough. So buckle your swashes and get ready for the world premiere of the stylish, seaworthy Saltsea Chronicles.
Hello. We are Die Gute Fabrik. I'm Hannah Nicklin from Die Gute Fabrik, and we made Saltsea Chronicles. We're super stoked to show you the world premiere of Saltsea Chronicles today. It's a flooded world, story-driven adventure game where you play as a ship's whole crew. At the beginning of the game, you're going to discover that Maya, your captain, has gone missing, and together your ragtag crew are going to heist a ship and set out across the Saltsea archipelago in search of clues. In each chapter of the game, you'll decide where to head next, who to explore with from the crew when you get there, and what to say to the people that you meet along the way. Saltsea Chronicles' unique art style is brought to life by beautiful animation, and each location is built on the fragments of this world that came before. Our art team have really done an incredible job. One of my favourite locations is called Los Gatos, and on that island, the people there live symbiotically with this community of cats. As you explore, you'll find a brand new trick-taking card game designed especially for the world of Saltsea. It's a really good way to sort of take a break from the story. It's called Spoils, and you can play it all over the archipelago, and you might discover how each community has slightly different house rules. Another thing we're super proud of is our exploration system. So we're sort of done away with the walk of shame in adventure games. So if you miss a clue, instead of sort of slowly traipsing to the other end of the island, you're just going to tap the shoulder button on your controller or select a screen span arrow to move almost instantaneously across a space. It allows us to lay the story down away from a linear path much more organically. Saltsea Chronicles doesn't tell a story about a hero. It's a story about a community and how you navigate the world together. And each community that you meet in turn is going to be rich and amusing and strange maybe, and have its own things going on. There's also a strong sense of genre-based storytelling too. So while you might be new to the world of Saltsea, you'll know that you're in a Scooby-Doo chapter or a Romeo and Juliet chapter or a detective one. There are plenty of laughs, but tough choices and meaningful moments too. Our writer's room of award-winning storytellers have done an incredible job. We're so delighted to share Saltsea Chronicles with you all today, and I can't wait for you to explore the rich world, get to know the wonderful characters, and to hear what paths you chart when you play.
All right, this next game, sorry. Tim keeps texting. Let's see. Oh, Tim wants me to read something. Apologies, but this seems important. The thing I love most about Day of the Devs, says Tim, as Tim, I don't know, is getting to know all these amazing game developers. I love hearing them describe their games and their creative process, but I wish I could hear more. I wish I could be a fly on the wall, eavesdropping all their private conversations, all their ups and downs, their triumphs and tribulations, while making a real video game over the course of 7 years. Too bad there's no way to do it. Or is there? This is actually pretty cool. Two-Player Productions was embedded with Double Fine for the course of 7 years while they were making Psychonauts 2, and they made a super hyper-duper long documentary series unlike anything you've ever seen in games. All the intimacy, all the tears, the outrage and joys, and all the things that happen in game development that never really gets documented because who has access like this? So here's a very quick sneak peek at their incredibly long series. We highly encourage you to watch this thing. It's amazing.
So what's next?
Psychonauts 2. To get to the dollar amount we're talking about, it's probably going to take financing from a lot of different avenues.
Whenever Grasslands is going to start, Tim's just going to start taking our people.
So there's a ton of stuff going on right now. It's kind of breaking me. But you know, it's fun. It'll be really rewarding when it's done.
Hopefully you get a chance to work on a Psychonauts game in the near future. Thank you for helping us bring back Psychonauts. Thank you. 3, 2, 1.
To submit your game for future Day of the Devs, or to just hear about Day of the Devs in general, go to dayofthedevs.com for more info.
Thank you to all the incredible sponsors that have been with us since the very beginnings of Day of the Devs. We're going on 11 years. We could not pay for any of this without these sponsors. They donate to us ask for nothing in return except a showcase of incredible games from indie devs all around the world. So please, applause for all the cool logos on the screen. We appreciate you. We couldn't do this without you. Thank you. Thank you again to the incomparable Dose One. He's been supplying the beats for all the transitions between all these amazing games ever since we started doing these digital showcases for Day of the Devs. Thank you again. You are a hero amongst heroes. Go check out his music. It's amazing. Hell, Dose One is incredible. Thank you for watching Day of the Devs yet again. If you're looking for more information or you just want to subscribe to the coolest newsletter in all the land, go to dayofthedevs.com. The URL on your screen. Follow us on social media. We got more coming up this year. Thank you to our friend Jeff Keeley. The Summer Game Fest showcase was amazing. We're so happy to be a part of Summer Game Fest for these last many years. Definitely stick around. We're not completely done yet. We have a musical performance featuring the sounds of New Caledonia, thanks to our friends who made the game Chia. It's worth it. It's really f***ing cool. Happening right now.
In Meile Meeldib